You're listening to The Zone, ESPN Radio, 1600 AM, Cedar Rapids.
We now leave our network programming to bring you the following special sports presentation.
Let the good times roll with the fun of Kernel Baseball in The Zone.
Bring your family, bring your friends. This is where the fun never ends. Everybody knows when you're at the game. The good times roll. Hey, hey, Kernels, let the good times roll. Cedar Rapids Kernels, let the good times roll.
With the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show, here's the voice of the Kernels, John Rogers.
On a beautiful, sunny, warm Saturday afternoon, the Kernels continue what has been a very good road trip with the second of a four-game series with the West Michigan Whitecaps. We welcome you wherever you're tuned in, whether it be in eastern Iowa here in the zone or from coast to coast on the internet. Kernel Baseball coming your way on a glorious day from Fifth Third Ballpark, where the Kernels beat the Whitecaps 6-2 in the series opener last night, and that win evened our early season record at 4-4. It dropped the Whitecaps to 4-4, and the Kernels have won 3 of 4 on their road trip to Burlington, and now here in Grand Rapids. Richard Giannotti had a key bunt single and scored in the Kernel 4-run second inning last night. The Kernels never looked back after plating 4 in the second, and the Kernel switch-hitting center fielder joins us next from Grand Rapids on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show in the Zone.
A triple play, a rarity on the diamond, but produced successfully every day at South Slope Communications in North Liberty. The South Slope Communications triple play consists of voice, video, and data communications for your home or business. Achieve your communications triple play with South Slope Communications. South Slope is committed to providing the latest communications technology to their members while continuing to give service second to none. South Slope can provide your home or business with just about everything that connects you to information. Digital wireless phones, long-distance plans, data home and business wiring, video conferencing, dial-up and high-speed internet service, fiber optic installation and termination, and coming soon to all local servicing areas, digital video TV service. South Slope also rents out a beautiful community center event room in their magnificent new building in North Liberty. When you need anything in the communications field, select South Slope Communications. Visit them at southslope.com.
Kernel switch-hitting outfielder Richard Giannotti played an instrumental role in the Kernel victory here at Fifth Third Ballpark last night, a 6-2 Kernel triumph that sent our road trip record to 3-1. And Richard, I thought we'd talk a little bit about one of the first grueling, grinding trips of the year, and that is the trip from Burlington over here to Grand Rapids. We got in at 7 yesterday morning, and I credit the staff and Bobby Magallanes for having you guys out here early going through your normal routine. I thought that was important both for the mindset to kick off this series and to get your metabolism going.
Yeah, I think that was a good idea. I know it wasn't a popular decision, but amongst some of the players, but, you know, that's the right thing to do, and I think it helps you get ready for the game, you know. When you have a road trip like we just had, I mean, you have a tendency to get lazy and lackadaisical, and, you know, when you get out there early in your regular routine, you know, it makes things come a lot easier.
Things last night went very well for you, Richard. You helped spark a 4-run Kernel second inning with one of your best tools, I think, and that is using the bunt effectively. It seems that you take pride in being a player that can lay one down at any time from either side of the plate.
Yeah, you know, it's something you practice day in and day out, and we did a lot of it in college, a lot of bunting for base hits, and you know, I always said whatever tools you have, take advantage of every amount of it. So, you know, always practice on it. I actually did a little more practice yesterday on it to try to prepare for it if it came about in the game, and I got the opportunity to do it. So,
do you usually enter the batter's box from the on-deck circle, Richard, knowing that you may try to bunt for a base hit, or do sometimes in the sequence of the actual at-bat you'll say, this is the time to do it?
It depends. I'll be watching from the dugout to see where some of the position players are playing. If they're playing back and giving it to me, it'll be in the back of my mind. And when I get in the box, I'll have an idea of what I want to do when I get in there. But if they might roll the coverage and come in and play short, so then, you know, they're taking it away from me, so then I'll swing.
Richard, bunting is one of the most talked about fundamentals in baseball, yet one of the most overlooked because of the prevalence of the long ball in the 90s especially. I've heard one cue, and that is for a little leaguer, try to catch the ball with your bat when you're bunting. There are all sorts of cues. What would you say to someone, one or two cues to lay a good bunt down?
First is to get set early. A lot of guys have a tendency to want to get out of the box quick, and the other thing is to see the ball off the bat and keep the bat in front of you. A lot of guys have a tendency to keep the bat behind them, where you lose vision the last maybe foot before the ball hits the bat. The most important thing is to get down early, keep the bat in front of you, and try to get on top of the ball.
Boy, Richard, you've explained it so even I could understand it. Thank you very much. Switch hitting. We have three of them on the Kernel squad. They were all three in the Allen Motor Company Kernel lineup in the win last night. Freddie Sandoval, Ben Johnson, and you. How early did you know that was the way you wanted to approach the game?
I started doing it when I was about 8 years old. Up in Connecticut and New York, we have like family get-togethers, and we'd all play wiffle ball, but they'd make you hit the opposite way. So I started getting used to it, doing it that way when I was about 8. And then my father was big in baseball. He played outfield, center field at Providence College, and he wanted to be a switch hitter, and he really helped me along with it growing up. So I've been doing it for a while now.
That's interesting. You first started in family gatherings almost as a handicap, so in wiffle ball or tennis ball you couldn't whack every pitch out of the yard probably.
Exactly. That's exactly how it started, and you get frustrated with something. I wanted to perfect it, you know what I mean? So then I just kept with it and everything.
Can you handle a golf club from both sides?
Yeah, I actually like to putt left-handed rather than right-handed. I think I was dropped when I was little, but on the 18th hole of every course when I'm playing with somebody left-handed, I'll get it up and I'll swing it a little bit, but I don't quite have the power left-handed that I do right-handed when I'm golfing.
Richard Giannotti, our guest on the Dugout interview. And Richard, you come from one of the most heralded baseball programs in the country. In fact, Miami's baseball program is to the college baseball world what Harvard is to the academic world, and that means a lot of things. One is you get a lot of good media coverage as a Hurricane.
Yeah, being down in Miami, just the city alone, it's a lot popular, a lot of people, a lot of things going on. And when you're playing at Miami, the success the teams in the past have had, it brings a lot of light to the teams there now. And I was fortunate to be a part of that, and it was a privilege to play there.
Richard, do they get as much of the limelight and press coverage as the world champion Marlins?
Not quite as much as that. I mean, they're on a different level, but we get a lot, and you really feel it with the fans. The fans were great down there. We packed the house like every night in big series. They're out to give the other team, rally the other team up, and it's a great time. College is such a great experience, and being at Miami, everything's first class and gets you ready for the big leagues and professional level.
Do you feel like you're kind of the New York Yankees of college baseball, Richard, in that everyone shoots for you, that you're a red-letter opponent on their schedule?
Yeah, I feel, in a sense, yeah. We always have a target on our back when we go in and play somewhere, and, when people come in and play us, they always want to beat us. We've been real successful in the past, and I think when you've been on top, everybody always wants to gun for you.
Who is your arch rival Florida State, or who would it beat?
Yeah, it's definitely Florida State.
Richard Giannotti is with us on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show. Afternoon baseball coming your way from Grand Rapids. Ideal conditions. It'll be in the high 60s to low 70s, no wind and bright sunshine. We'll wrap things up with the Kernel switch-hitting outfielder from Grand Rapids, Michigan on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show in just a moment. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
How would you like your next home buying or selling experience and lending process to be handled beautifully under one roof? If that's the way you want your real estate and mortgage needs to be met, select Todd Financial Services. Securing your loan and helping you find or sell your home is what Todd Financial Services does better than traditional banks and real estate firms. You'll be fully informed, supported, and taken care of so that buying, selling, or financing your home will be a pleasurable experience. Todd Financial Services, eager to meet all of your mortgage and real estate needs under one roof. There's a reason Dick Ramsey is the #1 home seller for the #1 real estate company, Skogman Realty. It's because Dick Ramsey works harder for you than anyone to make selling your home easy for you. Take Dick's one-of-a-kind home trade program. Buy one of Dick Ramsey's homes and Dick will buy yours. Dick Ramsey provides 2 other unparalleled services: a free 1-hour telephone loan approval and a free 1-hour telephone appraisal on your property. Dick Ramsey of Skogman Realty, the #1 home seller for the #1 real estate company.
Giannotti helped spark a Kernel 4-run second inning en route to a 6-2 Kernel victory in the opener of a 4-game series here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Richards talked to us about how he learned to switch hit, why he takes so much pride in his bunting game, and also what it was like to play at the University of Miami. And Richard, we always like to get to know guys a little bit the first time outside baseball, and you said there's a lot to do in Miami, and I've never been to Miami, but what are some of the leisure or recreational activities that people do down there with the weather great all year round?
One of my biggest hobbies is playing golf, and my dad just retired about a year and a half ago, and he plays a lot of golf now, so now I get that opportunity to go out and play with him and some of his buddies a lot in the off season, and there's so much stuff to do. I love movies. I love going to movies, and the beach. You can't replace a good beach. You know what I mean? I miss it already. But I'll be all right. I'll take advantage of it when I get home. But there's a lot of things to do. The weather's great. I love being outside. I'm not one of those guys that just gets cooped up inside. So
when you're on the beach in Miami, is it people gazing? Is it wading in the ocean? Is it playing frisbee? Is it volleyball? What can you do to fill a day on the beach?
We always, anytime I go to the beach, you always have to have the radio and the football.
Okay. 2 requisites.
Yeah, the football. I miss playing football. I used to play football in high school, and I still love throwing it around and running patterns and just having fun with the guys. And volleyball is always a popular sport. They have volleyball nets around everywhere, and a lot of people always playing that.
Richard, you said your dad just retired recently. He's probably less than 50 years old. What did he do to be able to retire early?
He's actually a little bit older. My parents, I have a 30-year-old sister, and so he was a FBI agent. So he's had an interesting story and everything. So.
Do you have to have a law degree to be in the FBI?
No, you don't. You have to have, there's some prerequisites like being in accounting. A lot of people will think criminal justice, stuff like that.
Did they move him around often?
Yeah, he started out in San Francisco a long time ago, and he's been in Miami ever since.
You've got to be very, very proud of him. Does he share some of the stories with you about cracking crime?
Yeah, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
We don't want to end the interview that way, Richard. Well, thank you so much, Richard, for being a terrific interview here on the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show. We congratulate you and the Kernels on a good road trip so far, 3-1. And when we get back home, I know you'll miss the beach, but you won't miss a great meal at Gio Giano's. And with the last name like Giannotti, I think you can relate to perfect pasta, homemade bread, great Italian cuisine at any of our Gio Giano's spaghetti houses. Richard Giannotti, thank you so much. Appreciate it. That's Richard Giannotti, one of the stars of last night's Kernel win, with his bunt infield single in this 4-run second inning. I'll set the starting lineups for Game 2 on this gorgeous afternoon in Michigan when we return. This has been the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show in the Zone.
Have you heard the great news? Mediacom has stepped to the plate to give girls and boys the chance to do cool stuff with the Kernels and at the stadium. As a member of the Mediacom Little Sluggers, you'll get to have an autograph session with the Kernels, take a tour of the stadium, watch a movie from the outfield grass, take batting practice with the Kernels, and participate in a story time with the players. Join the fun of the Mediacom Little Sluggers by registering online at Kernels.com. That's Kernels.com.
People say that I can't decide things. They are so wrong, but I could be wrong about that.
A U.S. Bank check card with checking that pays gives you a choice of rewards, like cash, points for merchandise and gift certificates, World Perks miles, or even sweepstakes entries.
Easy decision. I'll take the cash. No, it's a sweep.
Sign up at your local U.S. Bank or call 1-800-720-BANK.
I've made up my mind to put off my decision. That is final.
U.S. Bank.
No, wait.
See banker for complete details. Member FDIC.
The lineup cards are being exchanged down below on a perfect day for baseball. We have been blessed more than we can imagine this first week of the regular season with great weather. And here in Grand Rapids, it's in the high 60s. The crowd in shorts and shirt sleeves, and skipper Bobby Magallanes for the Kernels giving his lineup card, as is Matt Walbeck, the former big leaguer who guided this Whitecap outfit to a Midwest League title last season. The Kernels are on a roll. They are 3-1 on their road trip to Burlington and here in Grand Rapids, and before a big crowd here at Fifth Third Ballpark this afternoon. Let's set the starting lineups. First for the Whitecaps, they're 4-4 on the season, and that puts them in third place in the Eastern Division standings in the early part of the first half of the Midwest League. Brooks Colvin will lead it off. Colvin is at third base. He played second base last night. A switch-hitting shortstop at second. He's from Purdue University, a Big Ten product, Nick McIntyre. In left field, it's Jeff Frazier. Frazier will hit third for the Whitecaps. Hitting cleanup is Wilkin Ramirez. Ramirez, the designated hitter, bats fourth for West Michigan. A switch-hitting right fielder will hit fifth for the Whitecaps. That's Luis Sabino. Jody Roten is from the University of Missouri. He's at first base. He didn't play in last night's series opener. Roten will hit sixth. Batting seventh for West Michigan. He didn't play last night. Steve Young at second base. The catcher, Andrew Graham, seeing his first action in the series. Graham will catch and hit eighth. And batting ninth, he had two of the Whitecap hits last night in the Kernels 6-2 victory. Justin Justice in center field bats ninth. On the hill with a 1-0 record, pitching for the Whitecaps, making his second start of the year, is a 21-year-old Dominican, Randor Bierd, B-I-E-R-D, Randor, R-A-N-D-O-R. Randor Bierd, a tall right-hander, 6'4", 190, and he pitched very well in his season debut. He was a winner here at Fifth Third Ballpark last Sunday over the Southwest Michigan Devil Rays from Battle Creek, Michigan. A 2-1 victor was Randor Bierd. In 5 innings, he allowed just 1 run on only 3 hits. Beard fan 3, or check that, fan 6, and walked 3 en route to a 2-1 win. Allen Motor Company is now proud to present the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup. The spring cleanup sale is underway at Allen's, and they're open late for you on Monday and Thursday nights till 9 o'clock. Allen's is open till 5 this afternoon, and spring cleanup sale means big value at Allen Motor Company. 2005 GMC Sierra regular cab pickups are just $299 a month during Allen's spring cleanup sale. 2005 GMC Yukon XLs are priced at a $10,000 savings right now at Allen's during their spring cleanup sale. And if a Cadillac is in your lineup of dreams, Allen's has a 2005 Cadillac DeVille. Several of them save $8,000 on 2005 Cadillac DeVilles during the spring cleanup sale at Allen Motor Company. Before the Whitecaps hit the diamond, here's the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup. Josh LeBlanc will lead off. He's at second base. Switch-hitting third baseman Freddie Sandoval bats second. He had a big 2-run double in the second inning that capped the Kernel 4-run rally and put us ahead for good last night. Sandoval bats second at third base. Shortstop Sean Rodriguez hits third in the Allen Motor Company order. Sean leads the team with 4 stolen bases. Batting cleanup in left field for the Kernels at Aaron Peel. Michael Collins is 4 for 8 on the young season. That's a .500 average. Collins gets the call behind the plate this afternoon, batting 5th in the Allen Motor Company order. Switch hitter Ben Johnson will bat 6th, and he'll play first base. He got the Kernel 4-run second inning started last night when he drew a leadoff walk. The designated hitter is Billy Boyer. Boyer is the DH, batting 7th. In right field, Jordan Renz. Renz homered in our series in Burlington. He'll bat 8th in the Allen Motor Company order. And hitting 9th, our dugout interview guest, Richard Giannotti. Richard's bunt single in the second inning helped the Kernels through that 4-run frame. Richard was a delightful guest on our South Slope Communications Triple Play show, telling us his father is just retired from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Rounding out the Allen Motor Company Kernel starting lineup, making his second start of the year, is right-hander Billy Lehman. Billy's 22 years old, 6'3", 205, a Los Angeles Angels 7th-round pick in last year's draft. out of the University of North Florida. Billy Lehman, 2-2 with the Pioneer champion Provo Angels last year in 12 starts. Lehman pitched well last Sunday at home against Kane County. Billy pitched 4 scoreless innings in a Kernels 6-4 loss, a no decision for Billy Lehman. In those 4 innings, no runs, no hits, he struck out 3 and walked 4. That's the Allen Motor Company Kernels starting lineup. Remember, the spring cleanup sale has started at Allen's, and they're open late till 9 Monday and Thursday night. Anderson and Brown Eye Care proud to present the Anderson and Brown Eye Care umpiring crew. Mike Weinstein will be behind home plate, and Sean Francis will work the diamond. Weinstein and Francis are Anderson and Brown Eye Care umpiring duo. A long custom here at Fifth Third Ballpark. I almost said Old Kent Park, but Old Kent was bought by Fifth Third, both of them regional banks. A custom here is that when the Whitecaps sprint out of their first base dugout, the crowd comes to its feet, and many of them are here on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. The Kernel record is 4-4, so is the Whitecap record. Pulling away from the field in the Western Division first half standings, the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, they're 7-1. Then it's the Beloit Snappers and Clinton Lumber Kings at 6-2. The Kernels tied with Kane County for third place in the Midwest League first half standings, both with records of 4-4. Well, just as we do before each of our 70 home games at Veterans Memorial Stadium, we present a Cost Cutters Dream Team. And that's what they're doing here this afternoon in Grand Rapids. Baseball buddies are dashing onto the field with the Whitecaps. Both teams have a different look in Game 2 of this series. The Whitecaps wearing dark blue jerseys with black numbers trimmed in white, with black socks and white trousers, black hat. The Kernels are in their all-red knit batting practice tops with blue numbers, blue letters on the front, white numbers on the back, and bright red caps to go along with their gray trousers. A group of elementary school students is assembled below in a semicircle right in front of the backstop facing our press box. Let's pause to honor America here from Grand Rapids on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon as these youngsters sing the Star-Spangled Banner. What a fantastic job by the kids. They got a little ahead of the music background, but that's kids for you. They are the boss in minor league baseball. We welcome them all spring and summer long to our stadium, and they're here in full force on this sun-drenched, beautiful Saturday afternoon. The Kernels facing right-hander Randor Bierd. Kernels counter with right-hander Billy Lehman. I'm John Rogers, your play-by-play host. Jake Lentz is our in-studio engineer, and we'll have Kernel Baseball for you in just 1 minute from Grand Rapids. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
A triple play, a rarity on the diamond, but produced successfully every day at South Slope Communications in North Liberty. The South Slope Communications triple play consists of voice, video, and data communications for your home or business. Achieve your communications triple play with South Slope Communications. South Slope is committed to providing the latest communications technology to their members while continuing to give service second to none. South Slope can provide your home or business with just about everything that connects you to information. Digital wireless phones, long-distance plans, data home and business wiring, video conferencing, dial-up and high-speed internet service, fiber optic installation and termination, and coming soon to all local servicing areas, digital video TV service. South Slope also rents out a beautiful community center event room in their magnificent new building in North Liberty. When you need anything in the communications field, select South Slope Communications. Visit them at southslope.com.
With the temperature in the low 70s, we'll have a little larger crowd than we did here last night. The Whitecaps perennially among the top 3 teams in the league in attendance. We had 2,463 here last night as the Kernels dumped West Michigan 6-2. It'll be Josh LeBlanc, Freddie Sandoval, and Sean Rodriguez to bat here in the top of the first against a tall Dominican right-hander, 21-year-old Randor Bierd. Bierd pitched with both the Gulf Coast League Tigers and Lakeland in the Florida State League last year. Combined, he started 4 games, pitched in 14, and was 1-5. And we're set for baseball. Glad you're with us. Hope you're out doing some yard work or maybe playing catch on the playground or doing some errands wherever you're tuned in. Thanks for being with us. Ball 1 is outside to Josh LeBlanc, left-handed hitting leadoff man. There's the next pitch, and it's low, and it's ball 2 as Randor Bierd works quickly. LeBlanc took the collar last night 0 for 5, but he is a .310 hitter, and he slaps one high in the air foul down the left field line. There is no grandstand roof here at beautiful Fifth Third Ballpark. It's an open-air structure like an amphitheater. And they have bleachers, one of only 2 ballparks in this Midwest League, along with Kane County's Elstrom Stadium. They have bleachers there in deep right center. A good-looking curveball sinks low, according to Mike Weinstein, the plate umpire, and Josh LeBlanc is ahead 3-1. There's ball 4 above the letters, a fastball. Josh LeBlanc does his job well as the Colonel leadoff batter this afternoon. He draws a base on balls. Freddie Sandoval had a huge blow in last night's Kernels victory. In fact, it was our excess direct play of the game, a 2-out, 2-run opposite field double into left center that made it 4-1 Kernels. Freddie, one of 3 switch hitters in the Allen Motor Company order, takes 2 steps towards first as he fakes a drag bunt, and the pitch is low for ball 1. That brings Brooks Colvin in on the edge of the grass at third. Colvin is 6 feet off the third base line. Swing and a foul straight back. Freddie Sandoval hitting .241. Colonel leader with 7 RBIs in 8 games. 1 home run. Freddie wears a big billowing elbow pad on his front, his right elbow. A throw to first, and Josh LeBlanc dives back in safely. Josh is 1 for 2 in stolen base attempts. The West Michigan outfield plays Freddie Sandoval, the switch hitter, straight away. Here's a drag bunt. It's a dandy, and Sandoval will be thrown out by the pitcher, who made a terrific pickup near the line and threw him out by a step and a half. Freddie Sandoval sacrifices LeBlanc to second, and it took a very fine fielding play by the big right-hander Randor Bierd to scoot over and barehand that ball along the first base line, and then he somehow managed to throw to the first baseman Jody Roten without hitting Sandoval. The play went 1-3. That was a very fine bunt by Freddie Sandoval, and it gives Sean Rodriguez an RBI chance. Here in the top of the first inning, no score. A Yellowhammer is in for a strike called. 8 rows of red box seats down below that extend all the way down towards the bullpens of each team, and then 15 rows of aluminum-backed reserve seats. Swing and a miss by Sean. He swung late at a slider, and it's strike 2. Rodriguez singled in the first inning last night, was 1 for 4. Sean steps out. He's a right-handed batter. Pioneer League MVP as a Pro Bowl Angel last year with a .338 average in the second half. Spent the first half of the season as a Colonel. Randor Bierd is a tall, lanky right-hander. And his breaking pitch is in the dirt, smothered behind the plate by Andrew Graham. He's the catcher. He's wearing black shin guards and a black chest protector. The infield has Brooks Colvin at third for the Whitecaps. Nick McIntyre, who's shading in behind second to try to hold Josh LeBlanc close there. McIntyre's at short. Steve Young at second and Jody Roten at first. Ooh, a curve, and that had the batter flinching, Rodriguez, and it looked like a good pitch. It crossed up the catcher, Andrew Graham, though. He's going out to the mound. He drapes his arm over the big right-hander's neck and says, "Hey, fella, I was expecting a fastball, and you gave me that curve. It was a good pitch, but you handcuffed me." Now Andrew Young settles in again down behind home plate. The outfield surprisingly plays Rodriguez shallow, especially the left fielder, Jeff Frazier. A light wind is blowing out towards right center. Sean bounces one over the mound. The shortstop cuts in, and Nick McIntyre gets Rodriguez. Sean Rodriguez chopped it over the hill. Nick McIntyre came in quickly and in front of the second base bag, went down to glove it, and then on to first. LeBlanc advances to third. Josh is there with 2 out for Aaron Peel.
Left fielder number 5, Aaron Peel.
Peel was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning last night in the Colonel win. He went 0 for 3. Aaron's 0 for his last 9, so he's due to break out. Peel hitting .250 on the young season, a homer, 4 RBIs. Right-handed hitter, open stance. Ball 1 sinks low to Aaron. Oh, what a day we have in Grand Rapids, just 25 miles east of the shores of Lake Michigan. Peel bounces one foul to the left of Bobby Magallanes, coaching at third. Chris Waters, who helped the Kernels out of the bullpen with 2 good innings last night, is coaching at first base. A changeup, and it's inside from Randor Bierd, B-I-E-R-D. Making his second start of the year, he beat Southwest Michigan from Battle Creek last Sunday right here at Fifth Third Ballpark. Ball 3 is low and in to Aaron Peel, and Aaron's ahead now, 3-1. Out to the mound goes the catcher, Andrew Graham. That's his second trip out there. Last night's catcher, Dusty Ryan, a tall fella, and so's Andrew Graham. So much for the prototypical short, squatty-looking catcher, huh? That's what Yogi Berra was. Aaron Peel using a rust-colored brown bat. Fists one foul. That one rolls 10 feet up the first baseline off of Aaron's foot. Randor Bierd did a nice job coming right in on the fists of Aaron Peel, and now the count's full. Josh LeBlanc walked to start this Colonel first. Was advanced to second on a sacrifice bunt by Freddie Sandoval. Scooted over to third as Sean Rodriguez bounced out up the middle to the shortstop. Peel waiting patiently. The tall right-hander delivers. And it's squibbed foul beyond the Colonel third base dugout. Warner Madrigal pops out of there and retrieves the ball and gives one of the fans beyond the Colonel third base dugout a free souvenir. Grass slope seating berms down the lines here. Ball 4, a curve. The right-hander wanted the call, didn't get it from the plate umpire. And the crowd behind home plate is giving it to Mike Weinstein. It was a curve that just missed low and in. And the crowd still getting on the plate umpire. Both umpires are in dark blue hats, navy blue tops, and gray trousers. A 2-out RBI chance for Michael Collins, the Australian, who's catching today. Michael's hitting .500, 4 for 8. He lines one on 2 hops to McIntyre, who shovels it to the second baseman to end the inning. Michael Collins got good wood on it, but grounds out 6-4 to force out Aaron Peel. The Kernels make Randor Bierd work in the top half of the first, but are unable to score, leaving a pair. And after 1/2 inning on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in Grand Rapids, Kernels nothing, Whitecaps coming up. You're enjoying Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
When it is done, we attack at lunch.
No, they will expect that. We attack at dinner too.
Excellent. They will never expect a second wave of warriors.
We must prepare.
They will be waiting.
With fresh meat and vegetables on a large table.
And we will be swift in our actions.
Choosing only the finest of their offerings.
Piling them high in a bowl.
Then cooking them fast on a sizzling grill.
And then we eat.
Gaze upon your fresh meat and vegetables for the final time.
The attack will be successful, and we will be satisfied.
The plan is done.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, hey, Valerie. Yeah, we're just getting ready for lunch at Genghis Grill. You want to go?
Yes, to Gang's Grill. Probably no to you two.
Okay.
She is a spy.
And not nearly as hot as she thinks she is.
Fresh food attack.
Genghis Grill, where Edgewood Road meets Williams Boulevard in Cedar Rapids, next to Gander Mountain.
Every autumn, Nate Turner embarks on a mission to explain football to women. Patiently, he tries to clarify the West Coast offense and why it's normal for one man to pat another on the fanny. Maybe this season he'll break through.
Think that's a waste of energy? You should see what your home is doing. Get Great Stuff Insulating Foam Sealant. It fills the cracks where heat and cold air escape. Look for Great Stuff in the red and yellow can anywhere home improvement products are sold.
West Michigan bats for the first time on this lovely Saturday afternoon against Billy Lehman. The Kernels put 2 on via the base on balls in the top of the first, but could not break through against Randor Bierd. And Billy Lehman, who threw 4 shutout innings Sunday at home in a Kernel 6-4 loss to Kane County, makes his second start of the year. Let's set the Kernels for you defensively. First in the outfield, Aaron Teal in left. Our South Slope Communications Triple Play show guest, Richard Giannotti's in center, and Jordan Renz, who didn't play last night, in right. Up the middle, it's Rodriguez at short, LeBlanc at second, and on the corners, Freddie Sandoval at third, and Ben Johnson at first. The catcher's Michael Collins, and the leadoff man for West Michigan is Brooks Colvin. Wide stance, deep knee bend, and Billy Lehman's first delivery is low and in for a ball. Brooks Colvin walked, stole second, and scored in the first last night. 0-for-3. A .241 hitter. Ball 2 is high from the Colonel right-hander. Billy Lehman, a high draft pick by the Angels last year, 7th round out of the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. Colvin, ahead 2-0. Takes a strike on a breaking pitch. Life is full of unexpected surprises, and a former Cedar Rapidian who's one of the biggest baseball fans I met in my time in Cedar Rapids, Jane Asher, has come by to say hello. And Jane, I know there's a former neighbor of yours from Cedar Rapids you particularly want to say hi to.
That would be Emily, Madeline, and Hannah Sable, and their mother Brenda, and their dad Scott. Hi, everybody.
Strike 2 to Colvin. Now he pushes one through the right side for a base hit. Brooks Colvin hit it sharply between LeBlanc and Johnson for a leadoff single. It came on a 2-2 pitch, and he may be running. Now, Jane, how did you know the Sables? Scott, of course, is famous on TV9 for his Sunday night Golden Clutch Awards.
Well, I had the pleasure of living next door to them and was very close to the girls, so I miss them dearly.
Well, Jane Asher is here. She's wearing her baseball logo shirt with all the jerseys of the Major League teams on it. She picked a bright, sunny, warm Grand Rapids day to come to the ballpark here, and she and her husband are now living in Grand Rapids. Jane's husband was at Rockwell Collins, and now he's right here in Grand Rapids, settled into a wonderful new post. A throw to first. Colvin returns safely. Nick McIntyre, a switch hitter who played as a Whitecap last year, hit .240 in 39 games, is now at the plate. The switch hitter out of Purdue, lives in Lafayette, Indiana. McIntyre takes high and away from Billy Lehman, ball 1. Runner at first, nobody out for the Whitecaps. They scored first last night with a run in the first inning before the Kernels rallied for 4 in the top of the second. McIntyre uses a black lacquer bat, an open stance. The runner goes, a pitch, a strike, the throw to second, and it's a stolen base. That one was not on Michael Collins. Billy Lehman let Brooks Colvin get too big a lead, and a jump, that is, and he stole second easily. No tag down at the bag by Sean Rodriguez, and Brooks Colvin is in scoring position after a leadoff single and stolen base. Now let's see if Nick McIntyre is bunting him over to third base. The 1-1 to Nick. A bouncer to short. Rodriguez will watch the runner go to third, and he throws the batter out. Good base running by Brooks Colvin because the ball was hit to his left. He knew he could make it to third, and now the Whitecaps have a chance to take the lead like they did last night. A runner at third with one out. Sean Rodriguez had no play at third because Colvin broke on contact. It was a high bouncer to Sean's left, and Rodriguez took the sure out at first base. The Colonel infield is back. Jeff Frazier could give the Whitecaps a lead with a ground ball. He shoots one off to the right foul, strike one. The right-handed hitting Jeff Frazier out of Rutgers University. Jane, you have great memories of seeing games in our old stadium and being on hand for the opening of the new Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, and I missed that too.
You grew up a Pittsburgh Pirate fan in the days of Mazeroski and Clemente.
Yeah, you're giving my age away, John.
Well, we all love Forbes Field. Ball one is high to Frazier, right-handed hitter with power. And he drives one in the air to right. It's into shallow right. Jordan Renz will have a play at the plate. He makes the catch, the throw home, and the runner stays at third. The runner stayed at third. Jordan Renz, battling a high sky and bright sunshine, made the grab in shallow right. I'm very surprised that the Whitecaps did not send the runner at third, Brooks Colvin, because, Jane, it would have been close, but Renz's throw was to the first base side of the plate.
Yep.
I think he would have scored.
I think he would have too.
But Matt,
little Clemente scare there.
When you talk about Clemente, Scott Unash and I were talking about great right field arms, and Clemente was at the top of the list.
And he was a small man.
Not big at all.
Nope. Amazing arm.
Fastball is high and tight to Wilkin Ramirez, who has a 2-out RBI chance. Boy, this would give the Colonels a big lift if Billy Lehman can get out of this first inning hot water. Fisting one in the air just to our right, and down below is Wilkin Ramirez, the cleanup man and designated hitter, a young prospect for the Tigers, just 19 years old. Led the third inning off last night against Rafael Rodriguez with a base hit. He was 1 for 4. He bats from a deep crouch and looks at one low, a fastball from the Colonel right-hander. Billy Lehman on this warm Saturday afternoon. Temperature in the low 70s. No need to wear a long-sleeve shirt. He's working from the stretch and comes set at the belt. Breaking pitch taken low and outside for ball 3. Jane Asher is at the ballpark. She's here in the booth with us saying hello to her neighbors, the Sables. Scott Sable, his wife and daughters. Did the batter hold up on a pitch high and away? Well, the base umpire, Sean Francis, signaled safe, meaning he did. I thought he went around. A 2-out walk will bring Luis Sabino to the plate. It was Sabino who gave the Whitecaps the first inning lead last night. With Rafael Rodriguez ahead of him 0-2, he grounded a single through the right side of the Colonel infield. Now Michael Collins is out in front of home plate flashing signs. That's because the Whitecaps may have the runner at first, Ramirez, running. Billy Lehman, a 22-year-old right-hander, has surrendered a hit, a stolen base, and a walk here in the first inning. Ooh, he pours one in low. It looked good from here. Ball 1. Sabino, a switch hitter, batting left, stands straight up at the plate, no bend in his knees, and he had that RBI single last night, his first RBI of the year. There's a curve low, ball 2. Both of these umpires, last night Sean Francis, this afternoon Mike Weinstein, they are hitters umpires, meaning you better put one down the middle at the belt if you want a sure strike call. And that's not a criticism. Even big leaguers will tell you that every umpire has their own strike zone. These two happen to have narrow strike zones. Billy Lehman behind 2-0. Deals low, ball 3. Sabino has not taken the bat off his shoulder yet. He Takes a long look down at Matt Walbeck, and my guess is that Sabino will be swinging on 3-0 with the runners at first and third leading away for West Michigan. No, he's taking an outside corner pitch for strike one. Yeah, Jane, as a kid growing up, I remember Roy Face and Vern Law and Bob Veal, Steve Blass. The Pirates had great teams in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, they sure did.
Ball 4, a changeup low, and again, that pitch didn't miss by much. They're loaded up now for Jody Roten, R-O-U-G-H-T-O-N. Roten played here last year. And out to the hill goes Michael Collins. He's joined by Ben Johnson, who's also a catcher. Ben playing first base. What I remember about the Pirates in the 60s is that their broadcaster was Bob Prince.
And he was, too.
He was a prince of a man.
Yep.
They called him the Gunner.
Yep. Can of corn.
Yes. He loved his buccos.
Yeah, he sure did.
He loved Willie Stargell, and I remember in the 60s, I think it was 1966, Matty Alou won a National League batting title for the Pirates. Hit something like 348. Jody Roten, a left-handed batter, takes a strike at the knees. Roten, a Missouri Tiger, 24th round Tiger pick. Detroit Tiger, that is, in 2002. I mistakenly said Jody played here last year. He played here 2 seasons ago as a Whitecap. He played with Lakeland last year in the Florida State League. Left-handed hitter, and ball 1 is high from Billy Lehman. Both hurlers have had to make a lot of pitches in the first inning. The Kernels threatened but didn't get a run off Randor Bierd in the first. And the Whitecaps have the bases loaded with 2 out here in their first inning. Ball 2 is way high. And now Billy Lehman has to gather himself and somehow find a way out of this bases loaded jam. Colvin at third, Ramirez at second, Sabino at first for the Whitecaps with 2 out. And a shot foul over the windows of the third base suites. It ricochets down below, and it's now 2-2. Looked like a little fellow crawled underneath the space between the bleachers to get that one, Gene. But he got it.
It looked like he was going to lose his head.
You could do that if you're not on your toes in the stands. Key pitch in this inning, a 2-2-1 headed home, and it's hammered foul over the third base suites again. Down the left field line, a grass slope seating berm. Down the right field line, same thing, and there are several dozen people bathing themselves in this bright, warm sunshine down the lines on the grass slope seating berms. First inning, no score, 2 out, bases loaded for West Michigan. Jody Roten waits and swings and fouls one straight back. That was a high fastball that Roten chased. Rafael Rodriguez had to leave after 4 innings last night because he made 79 pitches in the first 4 innings. Billy Lehman's pitch count is rapidly rising here in the bottom of the first inning. Jody Roten takes high, and now the situation we feared, a full count. The runners will be going with 2 out and the bases loaded. So this is unlike Colonel pitchers who have had pretty good control the first week plus of the season. A single, 2 walks, and now the string is run full, a 3-2 pitch, and the runners are off. There they go. Well, now they go back to their bases. I called that prematurely. Billy Lehman stepped off the rubber. It's my favorite play in baseball, so I love watching those runners take off on a 3-2 pitch. There they go. Swing and a miss. Billy Lehman pulled the string on Jody Roten and got him swinging to end the inning. Oh, Billy Lehman gives the Kernels a lift as he prevents the Whitecaps from scoring. They had a runner at third with 1 out. They loaded the bases with 2 out, and they did not score. They leave the bases full. And after 1 inning on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in West Michigan, it's the Kernels and Whitecaps no score. You're enjoying Kernel baseball in the zone.
Iowans agree. The nice spring weather makes it a pleasure to be outdoors. Enhance your pleasure this year with a backyard beautification project. Let Peck's Landscaping design and install the perfect landscape for your backyard, an outdoor space that's just right for you and your family. Peck's carries the best quality and hardiest nursery stock available. Combine that with a wide variety of landscape products and expert advice, and you'll have the yard of your dreams. Just imagine what it could be. Want a skillfully built retaining wall? Perhaps a brick or cobblestone patio. No landscape is too large or too small for the pros at Peck's. Call or stop in and arrange a time for your free estimate. Don't let another spring go by without new landscaping for your backyard. Beautiful, affordable landscapes designed and installed by Peck's. Peck's Flower Shop and Garden Center, Nursery and Landscaping, corner of Blairsbury and Edgewood Road Northeast, landscaping Eastern Iowa since 1956.
When they showed up at my apartment, I immediately called my brother.
John Lynch is there?
Yep.
Of the Tampa Bay Bucks?
Yeah, and his mother. They brought me some dinner. New Campbell's Chunky Grilled Chicken and Sausage Gumbo. Big savory chunks of meat, veggies, rice.
Put him on!
Hi, this is John. Say hi, Mom.
Hi. John, come to my place. I've been eating fast food and frozen dinners. You gotta come.
Have chunky soup at dinner. Make it Campbell's instead.
Jane Asher letting us into the world of Grand Rapids. She's a former Cedar Rapidian who's moved here, and she has to head down after this Colonel at bat in the second to enjoy the sunshine and visit with her husband, but we're glad Jane stopped in to say hello. We're underway in the second, and Ben Johnson takes a strike on the outside corner from right-hander Randor Bierd. Each team had good scoring chances in the first, but neither could capitalize. Ben?
Reminds me of El Duque, excuse me.
He does. His body type, Randor Bierd, does look like Orlando Hernandez.
Yep.
Yes. And Orlando's a big guy. So is Randor Bierd. Contreras, not Contreras. El Duque is Orlando Hernandez. He's with the White Sox now? I can't remember, Jane.
I can't remember.
Contreras, I think, is with the White Sox. He's another good pitcher. Ball 2 to Ben, and now a strike at Denise. Evens the count 2-2. Well, Jane's made an observation that I am in agreement with 100% concerning how lucky we are in the city of 5 seasons. There's a swing and a miss. Ben Johnson chased a changeup below the ankles, and he's the first strikeout victim. Billy Boyer now steps in. My sister lives in Colorado, Jane, and there's nothing like the deep, deep blue sky of Colorado, but Cedar Rapids is blessed. Here in West Michigan, even on a beautiful day like today, it's more of a pale blue sky. And I think that's because of the lake effect.
I think you're right. Lots of water over there.
So the blue is not as deep a blue here in West Michigan as it is in Cedar Rapids. Swing and a miss by Boyer on a changeup. Billy seen his first action in this series, a homer, 2 RBIs, a right-handed batter. He was a switch hitter, but gave that up and bats strictly right-handed now. A chopper to short to his right. Nick McIntyre has it, and a sidearm throw gets Billy Boyer by half a step.
Very lucky.
Boy, McIntyre had to come in and to his right and just did get Billy Boyer. 2 away in the Kernels' second inning. Jane Asher once again wants to say hello to Scott Sable and his family. The Ashers were neighbors of Scott Sable. And remember, Jane, on the Sunday night Golden Klutz Awards, Scott would have his cute little girls on the set with him.
Yep.
All one is inside to
Wait
Jordan
a minute.
Wren.
I thought they were my girls.
If they're listening, Jane, what are Scott Sable's daughters' names again?
Emily.
Wren skies one into center, straight away for Justin Justice. He broke back, now with his glasses down, comes into shallow center to glove it, and Jane, once again, those names of the Sable girls.
Emily, Madeline, and Hannah.
Well, we're quickly through the top of the second. The Kernels go in order. Jane Asher, you enjoy the rest of this ball game, and I know you're rooting for the Kernels.
Of course. I can't switch allegiance yet.
Jane Asher.
Thanks for the opportunity, John. It's great to see you.
It was a wonderful surprise.
And you do get better every year.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that very much. Kernels down in order in the second after an inning and a half in Grand Rapids. No score. Kernels and Whitecaps. This is Kernel Baseball in the zone.
Hey, Dad, did you catch the game last night? Wow!
Oh, no, the wind was messing up my dish.
Oh, man, too bad. Maybe next time.
Ted, did you see that documentary on fire ants? Oh, fantastic stuff.
Oh, no, I had a little problem with the old dish.
Too bad. You really missed something special.
Say, Ted, remember that episode of Nip Tuck last week, the one with the doctor?
No, afraid not. I think it was raining that night or something.
Hi, Teddy.
Hi.
Hey, I saw this romantic movie the other night. It made me think of you.
Oh, I meant to, but I think there was some bad weather going on.
You know, Ted, I could really see getting together once in a while, but, I don't know if I want a dish relationship.
Oh, man.
Want a weatherproof way to watch television? Get rid of that dish and call Mediacom to learn about our 12-month $29.95 offers. Call today at 1-800-800-CABLE. That's 1-800-800-CABLE.
You can look, but you're not going to find a better golf value than Hunter's Ridge in Marion. Hunter's Ridge, home of the Greater Cedar Rapids Open, provides challenges for every level of golfer. 5 tees and 2 distinct 9s give you a different look every time you play. Hone your swing and short game on your own, or with our pros. At Hunter's Ridge, it's all about the golf. Tee it up at Hunter's Ridge Golf Course in Marion.
There's no score in the bottom of the second on this sunny, warm afternoon in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where the Kernels are playing their 5th game of a 7-game road trip, a 3-1 road trip record. Ball one is low to Steve Young from Billy Lehman, who struggled but did not allow a run in the first inning. 6 Whitecaps batted. Young taking all the way, takes a strike. Steve Young is an Ivy Leaguer from Princeton, and he's a switch hitter. He's only 5'8", 165. Last year, we got to know Princeton lefty Scott Heineman as a Colonel. And Young is in the hole now 1-2 as Billy Lehman painted the outside edge with a curveball. The Colonel right-hander delivers. A grounder, a worm burner to second. Josh LeBlanc on to first for the first out of the second inning. Steve Young rolls out to second to his counterpart, Josh LeBlanc. Young did not play in last night's series opener. Neither did this batter, Andrew Graham. Graham from Australia, so he should exchange pleasantries with Colonel catcher Michael Collins. How unusual is it, and what does it tell you about baseball, professional baseball, that both catchers here this afternoon, the batter Graham and our catcher Collins, are from Australia? Billy Lehman drops in a curve at the knees, strike one to big Andrew Graham, 6'4", 215. He's from Australia, but he went to college in Savannah, Georgia at Armstrong Atlantic State. There's strike two, an off-speed delivery. Graham played in 26 games with the Whitecaps last year and hit .253. Belted a homer and drove in 9 runs. Big right-handed batter. Strike 3 called. A curve on the outside corner. Billy Lehman has set down the first 2 here in the Whitecaps' second inning. And with the bases empty and 2 gone, the batter is Justin Justice. Justice had a good night at the plate for West Michigan last night in the Colonel win. He had 2 of the Whitecaps' 7 hits, both singles. He singled and scored in the 7th to cut the Colonel lead to 5-2, and the Colonels won it 6-2. Justice, a left-handed hitter, takes low. Justin stands straight up at the plate with virtually no bend in his knees. Ball 2 is upstairs. Lots of afternoon action in the big leagues, and we'll keep you abreast of those scores as this afternoon rolls along. There's ball 3, low. The Colonel outfield is radically shifted into left center they're radically pulled around towards the left field line for Justin Justice. Aaron Peel just 30 feet from the line and left. Richard Giannotti shifted way around into the left center field gap. And Jordan Renz is playing in his regular position in right. Strike 1 on a 3-0 count from Billy Lehman. It's 3-1. Justin Justice grounds one sharply up the middle. Sean Rodriguez to his left, fields it, and throws the batter out. Justin Justice on a 3-1 count wraps out to short, and down in order, Billy Lehman sets the Whitecaps in the home half of the second. We head to the third at Fifth Third Ballpark on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Glad you're with us. Kernels and Whitecaps, no score. You're tuned to Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
A triple play, a rarity on the diamond, but produced successfully every day at South Slope Communications in North Liberty. The South Slope Communications triple play consists of voice, video, and data communications for your home or business. Achieve your communications triple play with South Slope Communications. South Slope is committed to providing the latest communications technology to their members while continuing to give service second to none. South Slope can provide your home or business with just about everything that connects you to information. Digital wireless phones, long-distance plans, data home and business wiring, video conferencing, dial-up and high-speed internet service, fiber optic installation and termination, and coming soon to all local servicing areas, digital video TV service. South Slope also rents out a beautiful community center event room in their magnificent new building in North Liberty. When you need anything in the communications field, select South Slope Communications. Visit them at southslope.com.
Watch your team's out-of-market games live from anywhere. Log on to ESPN.com for MLB.tv. Live Major League Baseball right to your desktop. Subscribe and catch your favorite team live from any computer. Get the most baseball available anywhere, live online. Log on to ESPN.com. Sign up for MLB.tv and never miss a game again. MLB.tv now on ESPN.com. Sign up today.
Our South Slope Communications triple play show guest, Richard Giannotti, will bat first here in the Colonel third inning. No score. Richard told us that the two keys to successful bunting, and he bunted his way on and scored last night in the Colonel 4-run second. He told us on the South Slope Communications triple play show that you've got to get set early, and you've got to keep the bat in front of the plate and watch the pitch onto the barrel of the bat. Ball one is delivered upstairs from Randor Bierd, who retired the Colonel side in order in the second inning. Giannotti hits one in the air to shallow right. Steve Young backpedals. Now the right fielder comes on, and they collide. The right fielder drops it, and it's a two-base advance by the batter, Giannotti. Actually, they didn't collide. Steve Young ducked out of the way, and the right fielder, Luis Sabino, had the ball in his mitt and dropped it. It'll likely be an error on Luis Sabino, and Richard Giannotti never broke stride. He hustled out of the box, and as a result, the misplay in right, Giannotti's at second base with nobody out. And they've ruled it a double for Richard Giannotti. Richard Giannotti is credited with a double. I thought they might charge Sabino with an error. He dropped that ball in shallow right. Tough Sunfield out there in his defense. And his second baseman and he came together. A bunt by Josh LeBlanc is fielded by the pitcher. Nobody covers first. The second baseman gets there late. The throw is not in time. And it's first and third with nobody out. Josh LeBlanc, who walked in the first inning, bunts. The pitcher picked it up halfway between the plate and mound, and they've credited Josh LeBlanc with a bunt single. Well, Randor Bierd doubled clutched. He pumped once, and good thing he didn't let go of it. Nobody was at first. And then getting there late, Steve Young. Young took the throw 5 feet beyond the first base bag. First and third, nobody out. Kernels have a great chance to break out on top here after a misplayed fly ball in right that was ruled a double for Richard Giannotti. And then Josh LeBlanc, in an attempt to sacrifice Giannotti to third, is credited with a bunt single. Ball one low to Sandoval. Freddie waits a throw to first, and LeBlanc is back. First and third for the Kernels with nobody out. Freddie, a switch hitter, batting left. Watches a pitch nail the outside corner for strike one. Sandoval with a sacrifice bunt, his first time up in the first inning. A curve in the dirt from Bierd, and it's ball 2. West Michigan wearing blue tops. They're a shade darker than royal blue, but they're not as dark as navy blue. And then they have black socks, black shoes, and black hats, white pants. The Kernels are in their red knit tops with all red hats, red batting helmets, gray pants. 2 balls, 1 strike to Freddie Sandoval. And he nubs one off the end of the stick into the third base reserve seats, the aluminum back with bleachers, or the bleachers, aluminum bleachers with backs. Strike 2 to Freddie. 2-2, nobody out. Colonel runners at the corners. Top of the third, no score. Giannotti leads away from third. Josh LeBlanc from first as Freddie Sandoval waits. Now the right-hander steps off. We're back at home next week for the first of 4 starting Tuesday night with the Chicago Cub farmhands, the Peoria Chiefs. Ball 3 is low, a delayed steal by LeBlanc, and Josh just beat the throw from Andrew Graham, the catcher, and he swipes second. A delayed steal by Josh LeBlanc, his second stolen base of the season. The Kernels lead the league in steals. That's the Kernels' 16th stolen base in this, our 8th game. It was a bang-bang play. Steve Young put the tag on LeBlanc, and Josh just beat it. Now the infield is halfway. Freddie Sandoval took a curve low. It's a full count. A base open. Freddie waits. And shoots one into the right center field gap for extra bases, I think. It's cut off out there by Justin Justice. 1 run is in. That's Giannotti. And the scoring behind him is Josh LeBlanc to make it 2-0. And Freddie Sandoval just beat the throw from the center fielder Justice into second with a double. 2-0 Kernels here in the second inning. Freddie Sandoval on a full count pitch tomahawked one into right center. Giannotti scored easily from third. Josh LeBlanc, who had stolen second, followed home Giannotti to make it 2-0. And then Freddie Sandoval slid safely into second with a 2-run double. The throw by Justin Justice looked to be in time to get Freddie Sandoval, but the ball squirted out of the shortstop's mitt, Nick McIntyre, and Freddie Sandoval has his team high 8th and 9th runs driven into the season, and he's at second with nobody out. It's 2-0 Kernels here in the second inning. Two nothing Kernels, and Sean Rodriguez at the plate. He'll try to hit the ball to the right side of the Whitecap infield to get Freddie Sandoval over to third. Sandoval's 2-run double makes it an early Kernel 2-0 lead in the third inning. Look out, a curveball almost hit Rodriguez. Ball 1, up and in. Meet me at the stadium. I'll be there next week for single games against Peoria on the 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 6:30 starts. Come on out. Meet me at the stadium. That's what we invite you to do all spring and summer long. It's the most affordable, wholesome family entertainment that we can offer you. Swinging a foul into the backstop by Sean. The 1-1 pitch is lifted into center. That'll be easy for Justin Justice. Freddie Sandoval will tag, and he'll take a shot at third. The throw there. He is saved. Freddie Sandoval rumbled into third base, beating the throw from Justin Justice. Justice's throw was just a tad offline. Brooks Colvin had to come off the base, and Freddie Sandoval, with a torpedo head-first slide, is caked in dirt at third. Sean Rodriguez drove it just deep enough into center to advance Sandoval from second to third. And boy, oh boy, do the Kernels run those base paths with abandon. It's fun to watch a club run like the Kernels do. Infield in for Aaron Peel, and a strike at the knees on a curveball. The West Michigan infield is in for the play at the plate. It's 2-0 Kernels in the top of the third inning here in Grand Rapids. Ball one, low and inside, a fastball to Peel. The Whitecap infield is in for the play at the plate. Aaron walked in the first. A curve just misses inside from Randor Bierd. The Whitecaps are in for the play at the plate. A chopper to third. The throw will be to first. The runner scores. It's 3-0, and Aaron Peel gets a run home. He chopped one to Brooks Colvin. Sandoval was off on contact, and Freddie scored. I thought Brooks Colvin was going to throw home, but he did not. Aaron Peel bounces out to third, and how big was that Sandoval dash from second to third moments ago on Sean Rodriguez's fly ball? The Kernels get another run thanks to their terrific upbeat base running. Ball one inside to Michael Collins. 3-0 Kernels here in the top of the third inning. There's a strike. It was a curveball on the inside corner to Michael Collins, who ended the Kernel second inning, or first inning rather, by forcing a runner at second. Now Michael steps out. 3-0 Kernels. Aaron Peel's ground out, resulting in a run scoring, his 5th RBI of the year. Ball two in the dirt now to Aaron Peel. This inning started when Richard Giannotti lifted what looked to be a routine fly ball into right. It was dropped by Luis Sabino. They credited Giannotti with a double. Now a pitch goes over Michael Collins' head for ball three. After that double by Giannotti, and it was a gift, the leadoff batter, Josh LeBlanc, laid a bunt down. The pitcher, Beard, picked it up. Nobody was covering first. When he did throw to first, the second baseman was well behind the bag, and it was a bunt single for Josh LeBlanc, who then stole second. Here's a base hit into left, I think. No, a leaping catch at short by Nick McIntyre. Michael Collins was jammed on a 3-1 pitch, and his little looper into shallow left was caught by Nick McIntyre, the shortstop, to end the Kernel third inning. The Kernels strike for 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no Whitecap errors, and the Kernels strand no one rather. We go to the bottom of the third, and the Kernels lead the Whitecaps 3-0. You're enjoying Kernel baseball in the zone.
We're a nation on wheels. Cars are an absolute necessity in our society. Because we drive so much, accidents are bound to occur. Your Pekin insurance professional, Tanya Sedlock at Weidenhammer Andrews Agency, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. See Tanya Sedlock at Weidenhammer Andrews Agency about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Depend on your hometown Pekin insurance professional, Tanya Sedlock at Weidenhammer Andrews Agency.
I'm Al Michaels with Miracles and Milestones, brought to you by the all-new Kia Spectra 5. More than 2/3 of the men who've coached teams to NBA titles played the sport professionally. Of the 26 coaches who have captured the title since Eddie Gottlieb's Philadelphia Warriors won the first one in 1947, 18 had previously played in either the NBA or the ABA. And 2 of those championship winners, Bill Russell of the Boston Celtics and Buddy Jeanette of the 1948 Baltimore Bullets, performed double duty, winning as player coaches.
If you just found yourself saying, yeah, I knew that, then you could be on your way to winning a new sport-tuned Kia Spectra 5 and other cool prizes. Just log on to ESPN.com, search Kia, and play the Kia Shoot-Around Challenge online trivia game. A lifetime of sitting on your butt watching basketball may finally pay off.
No purchase necessary. Open only to U.S. legal residents who are 21 or older as of the date of entry. Entries must be received by June 6, 2005. Must have valid U.S. driver's license to win grand prize. Void where prohibited. For official rules, go to ESPN.com, search Kia.
Billy Lehman, who loaded the bases in the first inning, but got out of it and then retired the lower third of the Whitecap order in the second inning. Has a 3-0 lead with which to work as he faces the number one hitter, Brooks Colvin. Colvin has walked twice last night, scored a run. He singled to right, stole second here in the first inning, but was stranded at third. 3-0 Kernels. And Lehman fires a strike at the knees to Brooks Colvin, right-handed batter. Colonel outfield plays him to hit the other way. Richard Giannotti shifted around into right center. A knee-buckling curve is strike two called to the batter. Physicians Clinic of Iowa is the proud health care provider of the Kernels. And they bring us our injury report here in the bottom of the third inning. 3-0 Kernels. Colvin takes low, ball one. Clifton Remele suffered a strained right oblique muscle in game one of the Kernel doubleheader Thursday night in Burlington. He'll be out for the next 3 or 4 games. Physicians Clinic of Iowa. Quality health care right in Cedar Rapids with over 50 board-certified physicians providing quality care in 11 specialties. A curve missed low, and now it's 2-2 to Colvin. He dribbles one up the third baseline foul, picked up in foul ground by Freddie Sandoval. Count remains 2-2 to the Whitecap leadoff hitter. Brooks Colvin from Southwest Missouri State. Same school that produced our all-star closer from last season, Bob Zimmerman. Colvin, a 13th round pick of the Tigers, and ball three is low and outside to Brooks. We have a winner to congratulate from our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge from last night, and we'll give you the question and congratulate the winner as Colvin walks. I'll be darned. That guy has been all over the base paths. 2 walks last night, a single and a walk this afternoon. Brooks Colvin, virtually impossible for the Colonel pitchers to get out. Last night, our Roadshow Trivia Challenge question asked you to name the last team to integrate its squad with a black major leaguer. Yesterday, we celebrated the anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking baseball's color barrier as a 1947 Brooklyn Dodger. And we asked you what was the last team to integrate its team with a black major leaguer. It was the 2004 world champion Boston Red Sox, Pumpsy Green. Played for the Red Sox in 1959, becoming the first African American to play for Boston, the last team to integrate. A strike is called to Nick McIntyre. Now he bloops one into the screen behind the plate foul. Strike two to Nick McIntyre, who wrapped out to shortstop in the first inning. 3-0 Kernels. Bottom of the third, the Whitecaps with their leadoff man aboard, a walk drawn by Brooks Colvin. Ball one high. Allison Denton of Cedar Rapids, our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question winner. Allison, congratulations. You've earned a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop by identifying the Boston Red Sox as the last team to bring on a black player in Pumpsy Green in 1959. Pumpsy's real name was Elijah, and he was the starting second baseman for the Red Sox in 59 for 3 weeks, but then his season was cut short when he broke his right hand, tagging Mickey Mantle out. The rest of his career, he was a utility infielder, Pumpsy Green. Ooh, ball two, just down and in to Nick McIntyre as Billy Lehman tries to get the first out here in the Whitecap third inning. Brooks Colvin stole second in the first inning. He stole second last night. He may be running. He's not. Ball three, a change up low. Pumpsy Green performed a rather infamous disappearing act with his teammate Gene Conley of the Red Sox. They disappeared from the team bus on the way to the Newark airport. Lookout hacking one foul and skipping it one hop into the left third base stands is Nick McIntyre. Pumpsy Green and Gene Conley left the team bus on its way from Yankee Stadium to the Newark, New Jersey airport in July of 1962. The team bus was stuck in traffic in the Bronx, and Pumpsy Green showed up the next day in Washington, D.C., and he was fined $1,000. Gene Conley was fined and suspended 3 days. Conley wound up flying all the way to Israel to visit Bethlehem. Strange incident back in 1962. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. The throw to second. Sails into center. Backing up to play, though, was Josh LeBlanc, a stolen base for Brooks Colvin. Nick McIntyre struck out swinging for the first out of this inning. So Billy Lehman has walked 3 and struck out 3. And the hitter for the Whitecaps is Jeff Frazier. We're at the top of the hour here in Grand Rapids. It's 3 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in eastern Iowa, and you're enjoying Colonel Baseball on KCRG 1600 AM, The Zone. Jeff Frazier on a curveball takes it low for ball 1. We'll have another opportunity for you to visit our website at www.kernels.com. In the top of the 6th inning, our Road Show Trivia Challenge will come your way then. Allison Denton, our winner from last night. Frazier, a strong right-handed batter from Rutgers, takes a curve that looked good from here. The plate umpire, Mike Weinstein, says ball 2. Jeff flew out to right fielder Jordan Renz in the first inning. Lehman misses outside, ball 3. Jeff Frazier, all-time leader in home runs at Rutgers with 34. He's from New Jersey, and he takes a strike on the inside corner. Frazier's a right-handed hitter, 6'3", 195. Tall and strong. Colvin at second. Billy's next pitch. Ooh, it was low. Another walk. 5 walks issued by, check that, 4 walks issued by Billy Lehman, and we're only in the 3rd inning. Perhaps a visit to the hill by pitching coach Kernan Ronan, and yes, Kernan Ronan does march out to the hill. First and second, 1 out as West Michigan threatens to take a bite out of the Colonel 3-0 lead here in the 3rd inning. We've been telling you about our upcoming homestand next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights against the Peoria Chiefs. Each of those games starts at 6:30. Peoria is the Class A Midwest League affiliate of the Chicago Cubs, and I know there are a lot of Cub fans in eastern Iowa. I run into them virtually every day. Wednesday, the 20th of April, we're at home for Game 2 of that 4-game set with the Peoria Chiefs, and it's Buck a Cup Wednesday. That means you can get a beer or soda pop for just $1. Call the Colonel Ticket Office at 896-7560, 896-7560, or you can log on to www.kernels.com, Kernels, and purchase tickets that way, or drop by our Cost Cutters box office. Ooh, a swing and a miss by Wilkin Ramirez. He chased a high fastball for strike 1. He was trying to tie the game with 1 swing of the bat. T.J. Stanton is up and loosening up in the Colonel left field bullpen. Billy Lehman's been forced to make a lot of pitches here this afternoon. A little nubber to second. LeBlanc to Rodriguez 1. No other play for Sean. It's 1st and 3rd, 2 out. Well, Wilkin Ramirez punched one just beyond the reach of Billy Lehman, the pitcher. In fact, Billy may have gotten a piece of it. It then died on the grass near second, picked up by Josh LeBlanc. LeBlanc flipped to Rodriguez for the force of Frazier. That went 4-6, and Wilkin Ramirez reaches on a fielder's choice. 1st and 3rd, 2 out, and the batter for West Michigan is Luis Sabino, a switch hitter, who walked in the 1st inning. 1st and 3rd, 2 out. 3-0 Kernels, bottom of the third inning. Lehman from the stretch, and a swing and a miss by Luis Sabino. Kernels with 3 in the top of this third inning. West Michigan runners at the corners with 2 away. As Billy Lehman peers in for his sign, he has it from Michael Collins. Strike 2 called. A fastball on the outside corner puts the batter in the hole, 0-2. Sabino rests the bat on his shoulder. It's a two-tone color bat, a brown handle and a black barrel. He almost went around on an 0-2 pitch, but the base umpire, Sean Francis, said it was upstairs. Pulpits is nice in the city of 5 seasons and all across eastern Iowa this afternoon as it is here in Grand Rapids. A light breeze blowing out towards right center and sunshine abounding. A throw to first, and back standing up is the runner, Ramirez. There goes the runner, and a swing and a miss on a changeup. Billy Lehman, for the second time in 3 innings, works out of a jam by fanning a Whitecap hitter. That's 4 strikeouts for the Colonel right-hander. No runs for West Michigan in the third. No hits, 2 walks. There were no Colonel errors, and the Whitecaps leave a pair. They've now stranded 5 in their first 3 trips up today. Colonels come to bat in the fourth, holding a 3-0 lead over the Whitecaps. You're listening to Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
I'm Dave Shea. For 35 years, I was a news anchor for Channel 2. You may also have seen me driving around Cedar Rapids in my Honda Accord. Well, I retired from broadcasting, but I haven't given up my Honda. For years, I've told friends they should consider owning a Honda, specifically from Randy Keel Honda. Randy is a local dealer with 13 years of experience in matching drivers to the right vehicle. He has a fine selection of new Hondas, as well as quality pre-owned vehicles. And more than just a reliable service department, Randy Keel Honda offers Honfidence, a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle sold. You can take my word for it, but you may also want to talk with other Honda owners. They're people you know, your friends, your neighbors, maybe even your relatives. And you can do more homework by logging on to Randy's website at www.randykeel.com. I'm a satisfied Honda owner, and I'm sure you will be too. See Randy Keel Honda today on Center Point Road Northeast.
Mike and Mike in the Morning's Just Shut Up Award is about more than merely pointing out stupidity.
It's about the Bill of Rights and basic cable, call waiting, and free trips to the salad bar. It's about everything that makes this country great.
Yes, it's about freedom. Freedom for people to say something completely moronic.
Shut up!
And it's also about the freedom for you to tell that person to
just shut up.
So exercise that freedom. Tuesday mornings with Mike and Mike in the Morning on ESPN Radio.
There are dirt paths leading from the on-deck circle from each dugout to the dirt batting circle, and Ben Johnson has walked the path from the Colonel third base dugout to the left side of the box, switch hitter. Struck out his first time up, leading off the second. And Ben takes high for ball 1. The next one's upstairs as well. 2-0 to Ben Johnson. 3-0 Colonels, top of the fourth inning. C.J. Stanton has stopped throwing, but he's walking down toward the Colonel bullpen. Ben Johnson flares one in the air behind the plate. Here comes Andrew Graham, the Australian catcher, and he can't get there. It lands about 3 feet beyond his reach on the diamond. And Ben Johnson checks the end of his black lacquer bat to make sure he didn't break it. Richard Giannotti, our South Slope Communications Triple Play Show guest before this afternoon's action, and Richard started the Colonel 3-run third with a double. Here's a foul to the top of the screen by Ben Johnson, strike 2. Richard's father, just recently retired from the FBI. Richard said he's done a lot, or was doing a lot of counterterrorism work, especially keeping an eye on Cuba. Ball 3 bounces in the dirt to Ben Johnson, a changeup from Randor Bierd, a winner his last time out in his first start of the year. He misses low and in, apparently. Ball 4, Ben Johnson has drawn a leadoff walk here in the Kernel fourth inning. That walk, the third issued by the Whitecaps tall right-hander. Giannotti also told us that he started switch hitting when he was 8 years old, and it wasn't really by design. His family would get together in New England for family gatherings, play wiffle ball, and there goes the runner. Billy Boyer fists one to first, and Billy Boyer gets Ben Johnson to second base. Fighting off a pitch right on his thumbs, Billy rolls out to Jody Roten at first, and Bobby Magallanes and his Kernels continue to execute beautifully on the base paths and at the plate, as evidenced by Billy Boyer giving himself up, getting Johnson to second, rolling out to first base. Boy, the Kernels are fun to watch when they're playing the game so fundamentally sound. A knee-buckling curve is into Jordan Wren, strike one. Wren's ended the Kernel's second by flying out to center. Jordan hitting 143, a homer, 4 RBIs. He didn't play last night. A breaking ball from Beard is low for ball 2. Or ball 1, rather, 1-1. Giannotti, in playing wiffle ball with his family, said that no matter what you batted, you had to bat the opposite, so you couldn't whack it out of the yard. So Richard was a natural right-handed hitter. They made him bat left-handed, and he loved the challenge, so he stuck with it. Says that he likes to putt. When he golfs, he likes to putt left-handed. Swing and a miss by Jordan Wren, strike 2. Wren steps out. Jordan's a right-handed hitter from the great state of Oklahoma. R-E-N-Z. He shoots one down the line and right, and it drops for a base hit. Rounding third is Ben Johnson. He'll score to make it 4-0 Kernels. Jordan Wren's with an inside-out swing, looped it down the line and right in front of Luis Sabino. Ben Johnson scored standing up from second base. Jordan Wren's with his 5th run driven into the year, an opposite field single, and it's 4-0 Kernels here in the top of the 4th inning. Jordan Wren comes through on a 2-strike count, and he went the other way. A walk, and then Billy Boyer with Ben Johnson running towards second, grounded out to first. Jordan Wren drove in. Ben Johnson with a single to right. Richard Giannotti takes outside, ball 1. Richard said what he misses most about Miami, where he went to school as a Hurricane, is the beach. The 2 requisites, he told us, on the South Slope Communications Triple Play show for having a good time at the beach: a radio and a football. Ball 1 is high to Richard Giannotti.
Come on, let's go.
Check that, it's ball 2. The scoreboard here at Fifth Third Ballpark is in left center field. Big advertisements to the left and right of it for Pepsi and Budweiser. A chopper foul pass first, strike 1 on Richard Giannotti. Pepsi and Budweiser, of course, are good partners with the Kernels, as is Miller. On top of the scoreboard in left center is a diamond-shaped logo with diamond-shaped cutout with the logo of Fifth Third Bank on it. Giannotti loops one high in the air, down the left field line, onto the grass slope seating berm. You'll hear a big round of applause. A youngster who brought his glove caught that baseball. Not as big a round of applause as I thought he'd get. Leading away at first, Jordan Wren. He's being held by Jody Roten. Ball 3 skips down and in to the switch hitter Giannotti. 4-0 Kernels, top of the 4th inning. Bright sunshine at Fifth Third Ballpark, where it's 317 down the left field line, 327 down the right field line, 402 to dead center. Giannotti stays alive and bashes one foul off the mask of the catcher, Andrew Graham. Count remains full to Richard. The wall here is 8 feet high and it's padded. Bleachers in deep right center field. And I would say there's a couple of dozen folks soaking in the sun rays out there. Bright blue is the color of the bleachers because of their back. There goes the runner, and the 3-2 pitch is tipped foul at the feet of the catcher, and it returning to first is Jordan Wren. The Kernels are 4-4 in the first half, tied for third place in the Western Division standings with Kane County. Wisconsin setting a torrid pace. They're 7-1. Giannotti fouls another one off to the left, out of play. Didn't have a chance for Richard to tell everybody that his Miami Hurricanes are on ESPN television tonight. They'll play the North Carolina Tar Heels in baseball. Richard was proud that the Hurricanes won 17-7 last night. Strike three called to Giannotti. Running on the play is Jordan Renz, and he steals second. Richard Giannotti was caught looking on a curveball, and a stolen base for Jordan Renz. He beat the peg down there from the catcher, Andrew Graham. In fact, the ball was muffed, got away from the shortstop, McIntyre, but Renz had to hold at second. Richard Giannotti is the second out of the Colonel fourth inning. And that's the second strikeout for right-hander Randor Bierd. Josh LeBlanc has walked, bunted his way on, stole second, and scored. LeBlanc takes a curve for a strike. There are picnic decks down the lines here. An open-air picnic deck down the left field line beyond the foul pole, and then a picnic deck with a roof on it, supported by blue girders down the right field line to the left of the foul pole. Ball one low to left-handed hitting leadoff batter Josh LeBlanc. Beard delivers in a hard cut and a tip foul into the catcher's mitt of Andrew Graham. It's 1-2 to Josh LeBlanc. Sun shining brightly. Most of the crowd in shirt sleeves, many of them in shorts. Ball two in the dirt. LeBlanc signals down to Jordan Renz. Hold on. Don't try to go to third. The wind is shifted. It's now blowing out from the first base line towards left center field. There's strike three called on the inside corner. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the right-hander Randor Bierd. Kernels add to their lead with a run on a walk, a hit. There were no Whitecap errors. The Kernels strand a runner, our third left today. After 3.5 in Grand Rapids, the Kernels are up on the Whitecaps 4-0. You're enjoying Kernel baseball in the zone.
If you're looking to find the love of your life, these days you have some choices. You can go to a dating site and get matched on a picture and a paragraph, but that's not really a match. Or you can go to eharmony.com, where our dream is to find someone compatible with you in all the most important areas of life.
You always think of relationships as having to take a lot of work, and this relationship has just been smooth. It's been right.
eHarmony couples are happier because only eHarmony matches based on what is proven to work in successful marriages. And that's the level of happiness that I want for you.
Todd sees beneath my surface. It's a feeling unlike any I've had before.
At eHarmony, we're about more than just a match. We're about creating marriages that have what it takes to thrive over the long haul. So if you're looking for everlasting love, log on to eHarmony and get started with your personality profile, a $40 value, yours free.
This will be an everlasting love for me.
I'm a 9th-year college senior. I need 2 more credits to graduate. I've needed those credits for 5 years. Sure, I could take ceramics, cooking, Yiddish, done. 2 credits right there. But no, I choose to stay in college.
Go State!
Go State! Let me tell you something. You're jealous of me. Oh, I gotta rest up before the pep rally, know what I mean? Oh, wait, you don't.
Go back to college with ESPNU and ESPNU.com. Division I football and basketball matchups and major college championships. Never graduate.
Billy Lehman will face the numbers 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the Whitecap order as this game heads to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Kernels have out-hit the Whitecaps 4-1 and lead West Michigan 4-0. T.J. Stanton continues to limber up down in the left field Colonel bullpen. This may be Billy Lehman's last inning of work due to his high pitch count. He delivers low to Jody Roten. Roten struck out with the bases loaded to end the Whitecap first inning. T.J. Stanton, 23-year-old right-hander, in the Colonel bullpen. Roten, a left-handed hitter, batting .125, no homers, an RBI, and he takes low, ball 2. A Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question for you when the Colonels bat in the 6th inning this afternoon. Swing, a late swing and a miss by Jody Roten. It's 2-1. Jody played with Lakeland last year in the Florida State League, and he's even on the count now, 2-2, a strike on the outside corner from the Colonel right-hander Lehman. Jody hit .271 with 5 homers, 44 runs driven in for the Lakeland Tigers. Ball 3 is high and outside. Billy Lehman's had a high number of full counts this afternoon. Let's see if he can get Jody Roten on this payoff offering. Swing and a foul straight back. South Slope Communications triple play show time tomorrow afternoon. 12:40 our South Slope Communications triple play show time. Roten pounds one deep and foul onto the grass slope seating berm down the left field line. It's still a full count to Jody Roten. Broke in with the Gulf Coast League Tigers 3 seasons ago. He's the Whitecap first baseman today. And he swings at a pitch above his shoulder blades and strikes out. Jody Roten chased ball 4, and Billy Lehman has recorded his 5th strikeout. Rafael Rodriguez, in working 4 innings last night, fanned 7 and walked 3. Jamie Douglas was the winner. Jamie worked a scoreless 5th and 6th. Steve Young, out of Princeton, now bats. Second baseman. Rolled out to second his first time up. Ball 1 taken outside by Steve Young, a switch hitter batting left. He batted .281 with the Gulf Coast League Tigers in his rookie year of baseball. He squares to bunt and takes just inside, ball 2. Princeton has produced a number of professionals the last several years. We talked about Scott Hyman last year with the Kernels, a lefty. Strike at the knees, Young was taking all the way. Steve is 0 for 8 on the year. Stands straight away from the left side, loses his bat as he fouls one straight back. Steve Young lost the handle and fouled it back. Young is from Los Angeles, so he flew across country to New Jersey to attend Princeton and get that Ivy League education. Steve does not wear batting gloves. Steve Young, African-American player from Los Angeles. Bloops one off his 5th foul into the third base seats. Good crowd on hand here this afternoon. The Whitecaps averaged 5,500 plus last year. Class A affiliate of the Detroit Tigers. Strike 3 called at the knees. Billy Lehman has gotten the first 2 on strikes here in the 4th inning, protecting a Colonel 4-0 lead. Steve Young is caught looking, and that brings in Andrew Graham. Andrew Graham struck out looking. Billy Lehman has now upped his strikeout total to 6 on the day. And here comes Bobby Magallanes to make a pitching change. Billy Lehman cannot win this game because of his high pitch count. He goes 4 2/3. Check that. 3 2/3. Lehman working 3 2/3 innings and has given up no runs on 1 hit. Billy struck out 6 Whitecaps. He walked 3. And T.J. Stanton comes into this ball game. Tall right-hander for the Kernels, T.J. Stanton. And thanks to our good help here, Brian, we have our first look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard with T.J. Stanton taking over on the hill. State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Lanny Peterson, Dale Thompson, and Al Shetler bring us our look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard. We'll start in the American League today at Jacobs Field in the bottom of the 8th. The Twins, who are off to a 7-3 start, they're leading Cleveland 6-2. The White Sox are 7-3. They're playing at Comiskey Park in the top of the 7th, leading Seattle 1-0. The parent club of our opponents here, the Whitecaps, the Detroit Tigers, are ahead of the Royals at Kauffman Stadium 2-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Later this afternoon, our parent club, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, they play Oakland. And later today, the Yankees and Orioles tangle at Camden Yards. Tonight, it's the Devil Rays and Red Sox at Fenway, and the Blue Jays and Rangers in Arlington. In the National League on the State Farm Major League scoreboard, they're in the bottom of the 8th at Shea Stadium with the Marlins holding a 2-1 edge over the Mets. Bottom of the 7th at Great America Ballpark, Cincinnati leads the Astros 3-1. The Cardinals, who blanked the Brewers last night 3-0, lead Milwaukee again today in the top of the 4th, 3-0 at Miller Park. And later today, the Phillies host the Braves. Tonight, it's the Cubs and Pirates at PNC Park. The Washington Nationals will take on the Diamondbacks at RFK Stadium. Rockies and Giants at Coors Field, and the Padres will tangle with the Dodgers tonight at Chavez Ravine. And that brings you up to speed on the State Farm Major League scoreboard from Grand Rapids, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Lanny Peterson, Al Shetler, and Dale Thompson. Ball 1 from T.J. Stanton to Andrew Graham, the number 8 batter. Now ball 2 off the mid of Michael Collins to the backstop. T.J. Stanton trying to get on track in this first couple of weeks of the season has struggled just a little bit. His next pitch is fouled away straight back. Stanton is from the University of North Florida, the same school that produced the man he took over for, Billy Lehman. T.J. last pitched in the first game of a Colonel loss in Burlington Thursday night. 1 inning, he gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, struck out none, walked 1. He fires a strike at the knees to Andrew Graham, the catcher. T.J. Stanton, a tall right-hander, an 0-1 record, on for the 4th time out of the Colonel bullpen. He runs the count full with a pitch low. T.J. in 4 1/3 innings has surrendered 6 runs on 8 hits, struck out 3 in 4 1/3, walked 1. He's run the count full to the first man he faces here in this game. Nobody on, 2 out, bottom of the 4th, West Michigan batting, and the Colonels up 4-0. A high pop foul will go about. Well, it goes onto the walkway between the red box seats and the aluminum back reserve seat just behind the backstop. Stanton wears his red socks up high. T.J. with another 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul straight back by Andrew Graham. A third 3-2 delivery, and this one is fouled away to the right. So T.J. Stanton playing a game of foul ball pepper with Andrew Graham, the number 8 hitter and catcher. Billy Lehman fanned 6 3 2/3, but made 79 pitches. Swing and a miss, a pitch down and in, and T.J. Stanton does get Andrew Graham. All 3 Whitecap hitters go down on strikes in their half of the 4th. The Kernels come to bat in the 5th with a 4-0 lead in Grand Rapids over the Whitecaps. You're listening to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
When we met at Spaghetti, we would never forget the Ojanos. Now it's where mi amore and I dine in. We carry out the lunch and the dinner all the time for lasagna, ravioli, mandacati, cannelloni, tortellini, or try their delicious salads and sub sandwiches too. The Ojanos is the hometown taste of Italy. For your next meal with friends and a family, remember the Ojanos with 5 convenient locations for the pasta that makes you sing.
Here's a message from Weidenhammer, Andrews Agency, Incorporated, Cedar Rapids, and Richardson Hanson Agency, Mount Vernon. Join the millions who save billions the annuity way. With Auto Owners Insurance, we can show you a safe and systematic way to save. Auto Owners no-load tax-deferred annuities credit high interest earnings to your savings program. And all Auto Owners investments are of the highest quality. No junk bonds or real estate ventures. Call us today and start saving the annuity way with Auto Owners. Auto Owners, no problem people. See Bauslog for Hilly Insurance of Marion and Gaffey Insurance Incorporated in Iowa City. Your no problem Auto Owners Agencies. Auto Owners, no problem people.
On a gorgeous, warm, sunny day in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Michigan's second largest city, the Kernels come to bat in the 5th inning against 6'3" right-hander Randor Bierd with a 4-0 lead. The Kernels have out-hit the Whitecaps 4-1. Billy Lehman pitched 3 2/3 for the Kernels, 79 pitches, and was relieved by T.J. Stanton, who struck out Andrew Graham on a full-count pitch to end the Whitecap 4th inning. Freddie Sandoval takes ball 1 high. Freddie, a sacrifice bunt in the 1st and a 2-run double into right center that made it 2-0 Kernels in the 3rd. Freddie hits one off the end of the bat and skies it down the left side out of play. In the 6th inning, we'll give you a chance to earn a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop in our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. A bouncer to second, a big hop for little Steve Young, and he flips to first for the out. Freddie Sandoval has grounded out to second, and there's 1 out in the Kernel 5th inning for Sean Rodriguez. Sean today has grounded to short and flown to center. Believe it or not, we're right back here in the state of Michigan. A week from tomorrow, we'll open up a series with the Lansing Lugnut, Class A Midwest League affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays, and they lead the Eastern Division, a 6-2 record along with South Bend. A strike to Rodriguez, now a change-up low to Sean. He scoots out of the way of a pitch down and in that almost hit him. We're home for 4 next week with the Chicago Cub minor leaguers, the Peoria Chiefs, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, 6:30 starts, and then back on our Tri-State Travel Motor Coach for another trip here to Michigan, the state capital. It's just an hour or so away. Lansing will go to Oldsmobile Park to play the Lugnuts. Ball 3 in the dirt. It's a full count to Rodriguez. Sean is off to a good start, hitting .286, a home run, 2 RBIs, 4 stolen bases to lead the club. A lefty is on his feet in the Whitecap bullpen. Rodriguez muscles one to the left side. To his left, the third baseman gloves it, and Brooks Colvin throws in time. Sean Rodriguez was jammed, and he grounds out to third for the second out of the Kernel 5th inning. Randor Bierd is trying to retire the Kernels in order for the second time today. He did so in the second inning. The lefty warming up in the right field bullpen for the Whitecaps pitched here last night, Tony Peralta. A high pop-up to the right side. It's a foul ball, and Aaron Peel ends the Kernel fifth by popping out near the bag at first. Aaron Peel, first pitch swinging, is fouled out to first, and the Kernels are retired in order in the top of the fifth inning, rather. West Michigan comes to bat in the bottom of the fifth, and the Kernels are on top, 4-0. You're listening to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
Here's a fact about the new Veterans Memorial Stadium I bet you didn't know. All of the grounds surrounding our community's newest source of pride are maintained by Greg's Lawn Service. That's right, it's Greg's Lawn Service that provides you with that initial lift when you approach our magnificent new ballpark. Greg's Lawn Service can put their first-class signature on your yard, elevating it to the same immaculate condition you see around the stadium. Greg's Lawn Service, a cut above the rest since 1983.
For more than 70 years, Rockwell Collins has been dedicated to providing innovative and dependable aviation electronics and communication solutions worldwide. We also bring a dedication of excellence to our communities to help ensure growth and prosperity. The long-standing partnership between Rockwell Collins and the Kernels is one way we're enhancing the quality of life in our community and making Cedar Rapids the best place to live and work. Rockwell Collins and the Cedar Rapids Kernels, partners on and off the field.
This Saturday night at the arena, it's Wrestling Mayhem as the Barbarian Bone Crusher battles Bodacious Bobby the Brain Beefcake.
We interrupt this ridiculous commercial to announce the television debut of Real Pro Wrestling. Not fake wrestling, but the genuine classic sport with world-class wrestlers and enhanced rules for fast, furious action. Visit RealProWrestling.com and watch PAX TV and FSN to experience what wrestling was meant to be.
T.J. Stanton working his first full inning of relief of starter Billy Lehman. T.J. came on with the bases empty and 2 out in the fourth inning and ran the count full to Andrew Graham and struck him out. Justin Justice grounded out to short to end the Whitecaps second. He'll lead off for West Michigan, 4-0 Kernels, bottom of the fifth inning. Stanton's first pitch is dumped into left. Coming on and watching it fall in front of him is Aaron Peel, a Texas League single by Justin Justice. Second hit of the afternoon for the Whitecaps. Their first hit since Brooks Colvin, this batter, led off the game with a base hit. Justin Justice with a little clunker off his fist into left field. He's at first with nobody out for Brooks Colvin. Stanton last year started 9 games, relieved in 12 for Winnipeg of the Northern League. TJ won 5 and lost 5. A fastball is a strike at the knees to Brooks Colvin. This guy's been tough on us in the series. He walked twice last night, scored one of the 2 Whitecap runs. He singled and walked today, and he's stolen 2 bases. He stole a base last night. Brooks Colvin, right-handed hitter, pops one foul down the first base side, and it's beyond the reach of Ben Johnson. Up into the red box seats it goes. 0-2 now to the Whitecap leadoff hitter. 4-0 Kernels, bottom of the fifth inning. Our Roadshow Trivia Challenge question comes in the top of the sixth inning. You'll want to log on to www.kernels.com. T.J. Stanton, a long look, and now a throw to first. Sending Justin Justice back in. Each of these ball clubs is hitting .242, tied for 7th in the Midwest League. Both have had good pitching in the first week and a half of the season. A line drive into deep left. Aaron Peel on the run has it. Aaron Peel had to shuffle quickly to his left on a well-hit ball into that left field area by Brooks Colvin, but Aaron caught it for the first out of the fifth inning. T.J. Stanton got just in on Colvin enough that Brooks couldn't hit that one solidly off the sweet spot of the bat. He hit it well, but was jammed just enough so that Aaron Peel could make his catch in left field. The hitter's eye here is a dark green padded wall, 402 feet away in center field behind Richard Giannotti. Nick McIntyre, a switch hitter, nothing for two today, takes a curve downstairs, ball one. Nick now backs out. Last night's Whitecap starter and loser, Dan Konechny, was from Northwestern. This batter, Nick McIntyre's from Purdue. A throw to first, and back standing up is the runner, Justice. The sun continues to shine brightly. The field in great playing shape. A couple of AstroTurf circles just outside the dirt batting circle provide fungo hitting surfaces. If you ever get into a ball game early, you'll notice position players or coaches standing next to the batting cage hitting ground balls to infielders between batting practice pitches, and they're hitting them from fungo circles. McIntyre tried to hold up on a pitch inside. I guess he did. According to Sean Francis, the base umpire, he did hold up. Ball two to Nick McIntyre. From T.J. Stanton, his first name is Travis. The runner at first, Justice. Justin is not going. And a bouncer to first. Gloved by Ben Johnson. He takes the out at first, down to second with two out. Goes Justice. A Baltimore chop to the feet of Ben Johnson. Ben had no chance to go to second, but he was right near the base and tagged first for the unassisted putout. Two gone in the Whitecaps' fifth inning, and it's 4-0 Kernels. Jeff Frazier at the plate. He flew out to right in the first, and he walked in the third. We've likely seen the last of Randor Bierd, the starter for the Whitecaps. It looks like the left-hander Tony Peralta will work the sixth inning. And Uncle Charlie just misses inside from the tall Colonel right-hander. A long look by TJ, the 1-0. A curve, and it's mashed foul on the ground past Matt Walbeck, the skipper of the Whitecaps. Coaching at third, Walbeck was 29-40 at the helm here in the first half last year, and then guided the Whitecaps to a 40-30 record in the second half, and they wound up winning the Midwest League Championship with their playoff run. A high drive into right. Jordan Wren's going back, way back, and he has it. A deep drive by Jeff Frazier sent Jordan Wren's back and in front of the warning track. Jordan reached high and speared it for the last out of the fifth. A well-hit ball by Frazier, but caught in right by Jordan Wren. A leadoff single, but no runs for the Whitecaps in their half of the fifth. They leave a runner. They've stranded six. Log on now to participate in our Roadshow Trivia Challenge. Log on to www.kernels.com. A chance to earn a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop comes your way when the Kernels bat in the top of the sixth inning. And on this beautiful Saturday afternoon through 5, Kernels 4, West Michigan nothing. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
Spring signals the beginning of baseball and yard work. City crews will not be collecting yard waste raked into the street this spring. You need to use your Yardie cart to collect your spring yard waste. You can save space in your Yardie by mulching leaves and yard waste with your lawnmower or leaf blower. You can also save room in your Yardie by bundling and tying brush and branches, then setting them beside your Yardie. Finally, remember that yard waste bags will only be collected after you've filled up your Yardie. Thanks for using your Yardie this spring.
When they showed up at my apartment, I immediately called my brother.
John Lynch is there?
Yep.
Of the Tampa Bay Bucks?
Yeah, and his mother. They brought me some dinner. New Campbell's Chunky Grilled Chicken and Sausage Gumbo. Big savory chunks of meat, veggies, rice.
Put 'em on.
Hi, this is John. Say hi, Mom.
Hi. John, come to my place. I've been eating fast food and frozen dinners. You gotta come.
Have chunky soup at dinner. Make it Campbell's instead.
As a realtor, John Green from Tennessee sells houses for a living. But as a scoutmaster, his barn is a second home to every member of Troop 137.
He just provides us with all the stuff that we need to advance through scouting.
His business ethics are just like his scout ethics to the highest caliber.
Boy Scouts have the scout oath, the realtors have their code of ethics. It's important to all of us.
Across the country, realtors like John Green are making their communities a better place to live and teaching others to do the same. We're realtors. Real estate is our life.
Michael Collins, the catcher, 0 for 2 today, up first for the Kernels in the top of the 6th inning, 4-0, and the new hurler for the Whitecaps is Tony Peralta. He pitched here last night, and he delivers in at the knees, strike one to the right-handed hitting catcher, Michael Collins, who started the day batting .500, 4 for 8. He's now 4 for 10 on the year. Ball one outside from the 6'2 lefty from the Dominican Republic, Tony Peralta. We'll give you the final line on the departed starter, Randor Bierd. Collins swings and misses, strike 2. Randor Bierd, 5 innings pitched. He gave the Kernels 4 runs, all earned, on 4 hits. He fanned 3 and he walked 3. Tony Peralta pitched last night, and he pitched a scoreless 9th inning. Ball 3 low to Michael Collins. Check that. Yes, it is ball 3, a full count. Southpaw into his windup. Michael Collins, the batter, takes strike 3 call at the knees. So the lefty gets Collins on a full count pitch, looking 1 out in the 6th. Your chance to earn a prize from the Bim Ritter's Diamond Shop comes during every Colonel Road broadcast. During the 6th inning, our Roadshow Trivia Challenge. We need you to log on to www.kernels.com and then give us your name, address, and phone number. And I'll give you the Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. Ben Johnson, the batter, batting right-handed for the first time today. The switch hitter checks his swing on a curve in the dirt. Ooh, they say he went around. The base umpire, Sean Francis, said he went around, strike 1. Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. After becoming baseball's first African-American manager for Cleveland in 1975, Frank Robinson went on to become the first black to skipper a National League team. What team was it? That's our Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. Ben Johnson swings at a changeup low, strike 2 to Ben. He walked and scored in the 4th inning. Peralta ahead 0-2. Let up is low and in for ball 1. You've logged on to www.kernels.com. I forgot to tell you to hit the link for the Roadshow Trivia Challenge. Go to the link for the Roadshow Trivia Challenge to answer our question. I'll give it to you again here in a moment. 1-2 to Johnson, and he tips it foul behind the plate. Our Roadshow Trivia Challenge. After becoming baseball's first African-American manager for the Indians in 1975, Frank Robinson went on to become the first black to skipper a National League team. What team was it? A high pop foul. There may be a play near the Whitecap first base dugout. There is for Jody Roten. Roten scooted over, and 10 feet in front of West Michigan's first base dugout, he gloved it. 2 out in the Kernels' 6th inning. 4-0 Kernels. The last Kernel hit in this game was by Jordan Wren, an RBI single in the 4th. Nobody on, 2 away. 6th inning for Billy Boyer, who's grounded to short and grounded to first. You've logged on to www.kernels.com, and you've gone to the link for the Roadshow Trivia Challenge. We need your name, address, and phone number. And again, I'll give you the Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. Swing and a miss on a curve, strike 1 to Billy Boyer. Now a fastball is in for strike 2. Tony Peralta, 3-0 in 22 relief appearances with the Oneonta Tigers last year. Boyer, a right-handed hitter, swings at a curve and missed, strike 3. An easy 1-2-3 inning for the lefty in relief for the Whitecaps. Our Roadshow Trivia Challenge question: after becoming baseball's first African-American manager for Cleveland in 1975, Frank Robinson went on to become the first black to skipper a National League team. What team was it? Again, you log on to the Kernel website, www.kernels.com. Go to the link for the Roadshow Trivia Challenge and answer that question. Give us your name, address, and phone number. You could be the winner of a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop. After 5.5 in Grand Rapids, still the Kernels 4, the Whitecaps nothing. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
So, you get up one morning, and before you even make it out of the bedroom, you stumble over an old lamp that hasn't worked since 1968. And then you stub your toe on an old coffee table you meant to get rid of 5 years ago, but you didn't. And now your toe hurts like crazy. So you go out to the garage to get that foot soaker you got for Christmas, but you can't get to it because it's behind the bikes and trikes and the weight bench and treadmill that you're going to start using. Next week for sure. And then it hits you with the wallop of a double latte. You have too much stuff. So what do? The Gazette Classifieds. Yeah, that's right. Sell it in the Gazette Classifieds. Have a garage sale. You'll sell stuff. You'll clear out your house. You'll have money in your pocket. And that means you can go out and buy more stuff.
Be one of the crowd. 100,000 people respond to the Gazette Classifieds every day. Look to the Gazette Classifieds. It works for you.
The Gazette. Now you know.
You can look, but you're not going to find a better golf value than Hunter's Ridge in Marion. Hunter's Ridge, home of the Greater Cedar Rapids Open, provides challenges for every level of golfer. 5 tees and 2 distinct nines give you a different look every time you play. Own your swing and short game on your own, or with our pros. At Hunter's Ridge, it's all about the golf. Tee it up at Hunter's Ridge Golf Course in Marion.
Cleanup batter Wilkin Ramirez is first up against T.J. Stanton, and there's a shot into right center for a leadoff single. Let's see if the Kernels can hold Ramirez to 1. He takes a big turn at first. Richard Giannotti retrieves it in right center and holds the cleanup batter to a leadoff single. Wilkin Ramirez has the third hit of the afternoon for the Whitecaps, and the second off Kernel reliever T.J. Stanton. Ramirez looped one into right center on the first pitch of the 6th inning. Luis Sabino, a walk and a strikeout today. Switch hitter batting left. Stands straight up at the plate and swings through a high T.J. Stanton fastball, strike 1. On the infield for the Kernels, Sandoval playing well off the line at third. Rodriguez at short. Josh LeBlanc at second, and holding the runner at first is Ben Johnson. Outfield plays the switch hitter Sabino to pull the ball. Swing and a miss on a changeup. He's in the hole 0-2. Both starters are gone. Billy Lehman, 3 2/3 of shutout ball for the Kernels. Struck out 6, walked 3. And Randor Bierd, a right-hander for the Whitecaps, went 5 innings and gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. It's 4-0 Kernels. Strike! 3 called at the knees. T.J. Stanton on an 0-2 delivery came right after Sabino, and Luis is gone on 3 pitches. And that for T.J. Stanton, his second strikeout. Jody Roten, a left-handed batter, now at the plate. Hope you fared well on our Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. We give it to you in the top of the 6th inning during all of our broadcasts on the road. Here's a pitch smacked into right center. That'll send Wilkin Ramirez to third, and the Whitecaps have runners at the corners with 1 out as they threaten to score for the first time in this game. Jody Roten jumped on the first pitch and smacked it into right center. Ramirez went from first to third on the play. And now with 1 out, Steve Young will bat. Steve Young, who is rolled out to second and struck out looking will try to put the Whitecaps on the board here in the bottom of the 6th inning. To answer our Roadshow Trivia Challenge, you log on to the Kernel website, www.kernels.com, then go to the link for the Roadshow Trivia Challenge. Give us your name, address, and phone number. Remember, if you've answered our Springhouse Trivia question at home or our Roadshow Trivia Challenge question on the road correctly already this season, please don't email us an answer today. And we'll give you the question one more time here in the Whitecaps 6th inning. Young hits one to second, could be two. Throw to second, out by LeBlanc. Rodriguez to first for the double play. Steve Young ends the Whitecap thread in the 6th inning by hitting into a LeBlanc to Rodriguez to Johnson. 4-6-3 double play. It was tailor-made and turned beautifully by the Kernel infield. 4-6-3. Despite two hits in the bottom of the 6th, the Whitecaps can't break through against T.J. Stanton. Our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. After becoming baseball's first African-American manager for Cleveland in 1975, Frank Robinson went on to become the first black to skipper a National League team. What team was it? That's our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge. We go to the top of the 7th at Fifth Third Ballpark, where the Kernels lead the Whitecaps 4-0. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
Ahern Plumbing and Heating now offers all their services under one roof. Whether your house needs plumbing work, you're remodeling a kitchen, want to give your bathroom a facelift, or simply need a new air conditioner or furnace installed, Ahern can do it. And you can trust Ahern Plumbing and Heating's professional installation on every project, big or small. Call on the team that Eastern Iowans have trusted for nearly 40 years. The A-Team at Ahern Plumbing and Heating. Call 393-4872.
Ahern Plumbing and Heating.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late for lunch, but I have a good reason.
Let me
guess. New purse, new shoes. Hey, new haircut. Yeah, I had a change of heart with my hairstyle and stopped by Cost Cutters.
Oh.
So, what you think?
I think it looks great.
I love the color and the layers.
Yeah, I like it and all, but I'm sure you'll change it next week.
Hey, my hair is always a struggle. One minute I love it, the next I'm ready for a whole new hair color. Cost Cutters is the only salon that can keep up with my changing styles.
Ooh, remember when you had it short and spiky?
Or when it was shoulder length and red. Oh, I forgot about that one.
No, I should try shoulder length and red.
Chris?
Yeah,
All I know is that Cost Cutters is the only salon for me.
And me.
Ditto.
Hey, gang, for once we all agree.
Yeah.
Make your neighborhood Cost Cutters the only salon for you and your style. Cost Cutters, just your style. Cost Cutters is proud to support Eastern Iowa's most wholesome, affordable family entertainment, Cedar Rapids Kernels Baseball.
Top of the 7th, it's a 4-0 lead for the Kernels. Jordan Renz has taken a couple of pitches at the knees. Fastballs from Tony Peralta, 0-2 to Jordan. He drove in the 4th Kernel run of this game with an opposite field single in the 4th inning. The 0-2 to the right-handed hitter Renz is cut on and missed, strike 3. Tony Peralta has struck out 3 of the 4 Kernel hitters he's faced so far out of the Whitecap bullpen. Here's our South Slope Communications Triple Play Show guest from earlier this afternoon, Richard Giannotti. Switch hitter, he'll bat right for the first time against Tony Peralta. Fastball high, ball 1. Josh LeBlanc started a 4-6-3 double play to end the Whitecap 6th inning. Josh waits on deck to bat here in the 7th inning. Punching one foul over the screen for strike 1 is Giannotti. We probably have about 3,200 here today. Meet us at the stadium. Meet me at the stadium starting Tuesday night for the first of 4 Kernels in Peoria. A ground ball to the third baseman, Brooks Colvin, and he throws in time to get Giannotti. Richard Giannotti, who has a double and a run scored today, has grounded to third, and that's 5 in a row retired by lefty Tony Peralta. Kernels looking for their first hit since Jordan Renz's RBI single in the 4th. Have 2 out, nobody on for Josh LeBlanc, who's walked, bunted his way on and stolen second and scored a run and struck out looking. LeBlanc may try to lay one down That's why Brooks Colvin is sneaking in towards the edge of the grass at third. I'll be at Veterans Memorial Stadium Tuesday night as we kick off a 4-game series with the Chicago Cub farmhands. Meet me there. Bring your radios and enjoy the action, all the fun of Colonel Chief Baseball on Tuesday night. The gates open at 5:30. We'll be welcoming over 300 from Wilkins Elementary School and Principal Jeff Schneekloth. Ball 1 to LeBlanc, now ball 2 to Josh. There's a pitch at the knees from Tony Peralta for strike 1. LeBlanc, a left-handed batter, stands straight away from the left side, wears a pair of white batting gloves, and uses a rusty brown-colored bat. Strike 2 at the knees. Tony Peralta's making it look easy. He's a stylish lefty, 21 years old, from the Dominican. The 2-2 to Josh. Curve in the dirt, ball 3. The Colonels scored 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and have gotten shutout pitching from right-handers Billy Lehman and T.J. Stanton through 6 innings to lead it 4-0. The payoff pitch. Bounce to third, easy for Colvin. He airmails it across. They retire LeBlanc and the Colonel's side in the 7th inning. The Colonels have gone in order the last 3 innings, and Whitecap pitching is now retired 11 straight Colonel hitters. The fans are up for 7th inning stretch at Fifth Third Ballpark. It's the Colonels 4 and the Whitecaps nothing. You're tuned to Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
Hometown Restyling. For all your remodeling needs, satisfaction is guaranteed. Hometown Restyling specializes in all of your home's interior, exterior needs. Come and visit one of our showrooms, one in Hiawatha, one in Coralville, and see the possibilities. Windows, siding, sunrooms. Please call 378-1221. Hometown Restyling. There's no place like home.
I'm Al Michaels with Miracles and Milestones, brought to you by the all-new Kia Spectra 5. More than two-thirds of the men who've coached teams to NBA titles played the sport professionally. Of the 26 coaches who have captured the title since Eddie Gottlieb's Philadelphia Warriors won the first one in 1947, 18 had previously played in either the NBA or the ABA. And 2 of those championship winners, Bill Russell of the Boston Celtics and Buddy Jeanette of the 1948 Baltimore Bullets, performed double duty, winning as player coaches.
If you just found yourself saying, yeah, I knew that, then you could be on your way to winning a new sport-tuned Kia Spectra 5 and other cool prizes. Just log on to ESPN.com, search Kia, and play the Kia Shoot-Around Challenge online trivia game. A lifetime of sitting on your butt watching basketball may finally pay off.
No purchase necessary. Open only to U.S. legal residents who are 21 or older as of the date of entry. Entries must be received by June 6, 2005. Must have valid U.S. driver's license to win grand prize. Void where prohibited. For official rules, go to ESPN.com, search Kia.
Andrew Graham will lead off. He faced T.J. Stanton and struck out. He was the first man Stanton faced back in the 4th inning in relief of starter Billy Lehman. We're in the bottom of the 7th on a gorgeous, sunshiny, warm Saturday afternoon in Michigan's second biggest city, Grand Rapids, former furniture-making capital of the world. They still make a lot of furniture here, and it's the world headquarters for Amway. Taking a pitch in the dirt for ball 1, the catcher Andrew Graham from Australia. He is struck out looking and struck out swinging. Andrew Graham, big, tall right-handed hitter. Fellow Australian Michael Collins gives the signal. The pitch is high, a fastball. T.J. Stanton has given up 3 hits in 2 1/3 innings, struck out 2, walked none. Graham may be taking, he's swinging, and he pumps one foul right back here. Right back here, it went to our colleagues, and we're going to make sure they're all right. Yes, they are just fine, as that foul ball came back. Strike 1 to Graham. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Ball 3 is below the knees. A fastball from Stanton. TJ walks off the backside of the rubber. Puts both feet back on the slab. Kernels in their red knit batting practice tops with all red caps. A shot into left is a leadoff single. Aaron Peel has it on one hop and gets it back in. A solid single to left by Andrew Graham opens up the Whitecaps' 7th inning. 4th hit surrendered by Stanton. Now TJ will face Justin Justice, who led off the 5th inning by dumping his single into left field. Justice is a left-handed batter. Our Colonel Did You Know question comes your way here in the top of the 7th. There's a line drive belted into right center, and that one will chase the runner over to third. The batter Justice goes to second. He's there with a double. The Whitecaps are mounting an uprising here in their 7th inning. A single and a double. Second and third, nobody out for Brooks Colvin. And here comes Kernan Ronan, the Colonel pitching coach, to try to slow down the momentum that the Whitecaps are gaining here in the 7th inning. They've now caught up, or now passed us in hits. They've out-hit us 6-4, but it's still 4-0 Colonel. Second and third, nobody out for West Michigan. Our Colonel Did You Know question, and we'll focus one more time on Jackie Robinson, since Jackie Robinson Day was yesterday. Did you know that Jackie's brother Mac, M-A-C-K, Mac Robinson, finished second to Jesse Owens in the 200-meter sprint at the 1936 Berlin Olympics? Mac Robinson went on and had a career as a custodian. His brother Jackie, of course, went on to break baseball's color barrier and be enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. Jackie's brother Mac finished runner-up, a silver medalist to Jesse Owens in Adolf Hitler's 1936 Berlin Olympics, where Hitler said that the German race was superior. A curve is in there, a strike to Brooks Colvin. Colonel infield back. They'll trade a run for an out here in the 7th inning. Graham at third and Justice at second. Justin Justice has 4 hits in this series from his number 9 slot in the Whitecap order. There's a curve outside, and it's 1-1 to Brooks Colvin. West Michigan with 6 hits, the Colonels with 4, and the Whitecaps threatening to pull right back into this game with the Colonels up 4-0 in the 7th. A tap back to Stanton. TJ looks the runner back to third, throws the batter out. Heads up play by the Colonel pitcher. Brooks Colvin tapped one back to TJ Stanton. TJ stared the runner back to third, Andrew Graham. Then he turned and knew exactly what to do. He threw to first for the first out of the inning. TJ Stanton gets a big out here in this 7th inning. A one-hop comebacker to the mound. And TJ was under control. After he gloved it, he looked the runner back to third and then threw the batter out. Nick McIntyre, 0 for 3 today. Left-handed hitter out of Purdue. Open stance. Takes low, ball 1. Jackie Robinson, of course, the first athlete in UCLA history to letter in 4 sports in 1 year. He was a halfback in football. His best sport was track and field, and he excelled in basketball and on the diamond. Freddie Sandoval playing way off the line at third, a good 20, well, let's call it 15 feet. Stanton, delivery is a changeup, swung on and missed, strike 1 to Nick McIntyre. Whitecap runners aboard at second and third, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Colonels. The outfield plays Nick McIntyre a shade to pull. Peel shallow in left field. Strike 2 called on the outside corner to Nick McIntyre. I don't think he liked the call by the plate umpire, Mike Weinstein. Nick steps out for a moment. Whitecaps in their blue knit batting practice tops. Black numbers trimmed in white. TJ is set above the letters. The next one is cut on and missed strike 3. Nick McIntyre tried to golf a pitch down and in. It tied him up in knots, and he goes down swinging. That's the second out here in the West Michigan 7th inning, and it brings up big Jeff Frazier out of Rutgers University. Man, oh man, TJ Stanton with runners at second and third and nobody out. Got the leadoff batter, Colvin, to hit back to the mound for the first out. Struck out the left-handed hitter, Nick McIntyre. Now can he get Jeff Frazier, the number 3 batter? Breaking pitch is low, ball 1. It's Andrew Graham at third, Justin Justice at second. And Stanton's next one is low for ball 2. A light breeze. It's picked up a little bit the last inning or two. It's blowing from the left field foul pole to the right field foul pole. TJ Stanton has fallen behind Frazier 2-0. A strike at the knees to the right-handed batter. Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni, who pitched last night in the Kernel win, is throwing in the Kernel bullpen. Deloiza-Gacarni worked a scoreless 9th inning. Stanton's 2-1. Strike! 2 called on the outside corner. Listen to the crowd. They thought it was low and outside. So did the batter, Jeff Frazier. E.J. Stanton within an out and a strike of pitching out of this jam. 4-0 Kernels, 7th inning, second and third for the Whitecaps. Frazier the batter. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. T.J. Stanton strikes out Jeff Frazier looking to end the Whitecaps 7th inning. They had runners at second and third, nobody out, top of the order up, and T.J. Stanton slammed the door on West Michigan. T.J. Stanton said no runs in this inning for the Whitecaps. They leave a pair. They've stranded 8. The Kernels come to bat in the top of the 8th inning, looking for their first base runner since the 4th inning, and leading the Whitecaps 4-0. This is Kernel baseball in the zone.
Sunday! Like your new Ninja ZX6R. Monday! Like your new Brute Force 750 ATV. And Tuesday! Like your Wilkin 2000. With special low APR financing, you can buy them all. It's the annual Kawasaki Spring Celebration. And we're celebrating record sales with select factory-to-dealer incentives. And special financing on every Kawasaki. Wednesday! Rest on Wednesday, you'll be tired. But Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, like your Jet Ski STX 15F, KX 250F, and Mule utility vehicle. You'll own them all when you visit the Kawasaki Spring Celebration at your local dealer. Ride them all day and all night until it's Sunday! Kawasaki, let the good times roll. Kawasaki ATVs with an engine of 90 cc's and above are recommended for use only by persons 16 years of age or older. Kawasaki also recommends that all ATV riders take a training course. Factory-to-dealer incentives offered good on purchase of select non-previously registered 2005 and prior year motorcycles, ATVs, and jet ski watercraft. Now through May 31st.
Visit Action Cycle and Jet Ski for all your Kawasaki needs in downtown Marion.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Mark Schlereth from NFL Live, he brought some gifts to the table today. It's actually a DVD. He's sort of the Tom Amansky of offensive linemen.
That's exactly what I am.
Okay, you teach people how to cheat, hold, bite, kick,
leg whip. These are. I made a series of DVDs in the off season. And,
so did Paris Hilton.
Right. Well,
The Dan Patrick Show, weekdays on ESPN Radio.
Well, T.J. Stanton may be through as Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni warms up in the left field bullpen. T.J. 3 1/3 innings in relief of Billy Lehman, the starter. No runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. He just prevented the Whitecaps from getting right back into this game by getting the top 3 in their order with runners at second and third and nobody out. How's that for T.J. Stanton? Now the Kernels look for their first base runner since the 4th inning when Jordan Renz's RBI single made it 4-0. Since then, 11 straight Kernels have been retired. Here's a bunt, and it's hard. It's fielded and dropped by the third baseman, Brooks Colvin, and it's going to be a base hit, I think, for Freddie Sandoval. Sandoval laid one down hard, and rushing in from third was Brooks Colvin, and they've charged him with an error. Brooks Colvin trying to barehand that bunt, couldn't come up with it cleanly, and no hit for Freddie Sandoval. They've given Colvin an error, and that's the first Kernel base runner since the fourth inning. That is a sign of how resourceful this Kernel ball club has been on the road trip. The Kernels are trying to up their road trip record to 4-1, lead it here in the eighth, 4-0, and a strike to Sean Rodriguez. I thought he might be bunting, but perhaps a hit and run is coming. Sean's been held in check so far today, 0-for-3. Peralta comes set and spins a strike in at the knees to Sean Rodriguez. It's 0-2. Freddie Sandoval, batting right-handed, bunted up the third baseline. He bunted hard. Brooks Colvin barehanded it and then dropped it for an error. A throw to first and the runner back safely. Freddie Sandoval. 0-2 to Sean Rodriguez, who waits and takes it high. Peralta wasted that one. Now this relief pitcher spells his name the same way as our former closer, Joel Peralta. But I've been told by no less than 5 people, including Whitecap players, that I am to pronounce his name Peralta, Peralta. A squibber foul just outside the first base coach's box in front of it, where Bill Edwards picks it up. Bill Edwards, coaching at first, pitched the Kernels to a Game 2 victory in Burlington Thursday night. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Tony Peralta set at the belt. Pitches to Rodriguez. Sean down on strike swinging. A pitch up and in, and it tied up Sean Rodriguez in knots, and he fans. And that's 4 strikeouts for lefty Tony Peralta. Man, he pitched a scoreless ninth last night, and so far this afternoon, 2 1/3 innings of shutout relief. Ball 1 is up and away to Aaron Peel. Aaron is yet to reach this afternoon. Kernel cleanup batter. I take that back. Walked in the first, drove in a run with a ground ball out in the third, and fouled out the first his last time up. Ball 2 sails high and outside to Aaron Peel. Freddie Sandoval reaching on the game's first error. He's at first with 1 out for Aaron Peel. Aaron, 5th one in the air, foul into the first base stands. Jackie Robinson, whose day we celebrated yesterday, played with the Montreal Royals in 1946, and this is what their general manager, Mel Jones, said about Jackie Robinson. He can run faster than 75% of the players in the big leagues. He can bunt better than 90% of them. Ball 2 just up and in, or ball 3 that is, to Aaron Peel. Mel Jones said of Jackie Robinson, he has good hands, a trigger-quick baseball mind, and an accurate and ample arm. And what makes him look like a big-timer is that he never makes any play around second base look hard, not even the difficult ones. Swing and a miss by Aaron on a changeup, the count full now to Peel. Then Mel Jones asked a prophetic question, what can't Jackie Robinson do but eat in the dining room of the Waldorf Astoria? And thankfully, in time, Jackie Robinson would be able to do that. The payoff pitch, Sandoval not running, and Aaron Peel lines one foul to the backstop. Jackie Robinson hit .349 for the Montreal Royals, and they won what was then called the Little World Series Championship, which was the AAA Championship. Montreal loved Jackie Robinson. Sandoval leads away from first. They may throw over there. He's not running, and Aaron Peel swings and misses. He's down on strike. And Tony Peralta has now fanned 5 Kernel batters. He came inside on Aaron Peel and got him swinging. 2 away. Runner at first, Freddie Sandoval for Michael Collins. Kernels have been out hit today 6-4, but hold a 4-0 lead in the top of the 8th inning. Tony Peralta is set. There goes the runner. Michael Collins takes inside. No throw by Andrew Graham. A stolen base for Freddie Sandoval, his second of the season. The Kernel third steal of the afternoon. The Kernels with the league lead in stolen bases with 18. Now a base hit by Michael Collins would give the Kernels a much-needed run. A change-up and a swing and a miss. Boy, this Tony Peralta has had the Kernels off stride since he took over out of the Whitecap bullpen in the 6th inning. He has fanned 5, allowed no hits, walked no one. He's pitching with 2 out in the 8th, a runner at second, Freddie Sandoval. Swing and a miss by Michael Collins, strike 2. A right-hander on his feet for the Whitecaps, throwing in their right field bullpen, Colin Mahoney. I wonder if he's Irish. Colin Mahoney throwing in the Whitecap bullpen. The Kernel catcher down on strike swinging. Tony Peralta pitches around a leadoff bunt, an error at third by Brooks Colvin. The Kernels leave. Freddie Sandoval stranded as the next 3 Kernel batters went down swinging. The Kernels come up empty in the 8th inning. We're headed to the home half of the 8th at Fifth Third Ballpark in Grand Rapids. Kernels 4, West Michigan nothing. And you're enjoying Kernel baseball today in the zone.
I'll live for you, I'll feed your cat, I'll fold your undies at the laundromat, unless you want me to have them dry. I can pay for that. I'll work things out, things get bad. I'll shave my soul patch before I meet your dad. I'll wear a turtleneck to strategically hide my tattoos if I can. I'm quitting the band, cause I'm waiting your hand. I'm giving you all my time, but this Dr. Pepper is mine, Rich taste, forget it. This Dr. Pepper is mine. One taste and you get it. I'll shop with you, always be true. I'll never share my Dr. Pepper with you. Sorry. This Dr. Pepper is mine. One taste and you get it. So rich. This Dr. Pepper is mine. So refreshing taste, drinking by the case. This Dr. Pepper is mine. Isn't even a word.
You're driving your GMC Sierra to the home center to get supplies for your home improvement project. It's your 3rd time here today, but this time you brought a list. As you pull your Vortec 285 horsepower shopping cart into the parking lot, you're happier than a spackler on stilts. You're living a do-it-yourself dream come true, because your Sierra has all the payload capacity you need to load up everything on your list. Where is that list? Professional grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to. Cargo and load capacity limited by weight and distribution.
T.J. Stanton, with an outstanding stint in relief of starter Billy Lehman, has been lifted as we go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-0 Kernels here in Grand Rapids on a beautiful, warm, sunny Saturday afternoon. Stanton, 3 1/3 innings, no runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and no walks for T.J. Stanton. He could be the winner. Starter Billy Lehman went 3 2/3, gave the Whitecaps no runs on 1 hit, fanned 6 and walked 3. Tony Peralta has kept his mates in this game. The Whitecaps southpaw had the Kernels off stride in his 3 innings. No runs, no hits, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni, has he been something out of the Kernel bullpen, unscored upon in 4 appearances, whacking the first pitch foul into the first base seat. Strike 1. Wilkin Ramirez, the cleanup batter. Wilkin has walked Reached on a fielder's choice. He opened up the 6th inning with a base hit to right. Wilkin Ramirez facing 6'3" right-hander Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni. Fouling one off to the right again. Strike 2 is Ramirez. Deloiza-Gacarni pitched the 9th inning in the Kernels 6-2 win last night. No runs, no hits, a strikeout, no walks. And Frederick has been dynamite out of the Kernel bullpen. He fires high for a ball to the batter, Wilkin Ramirez. Deloiza-Gacarni, no record. 4 2/3 innings pitched in 4 outings. No runs, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. Frederick on a curve. It's grounded up the middle. Sean Rodriguez glides to his left. His throw is perfect. 1 out in the Whitecap 8th inning. Deloiza-Gacarni gets Wilkin Ramirez to ground out to short, and Sean Rodriguez looks very, very good at shortstop. Think about the 3 shortstops we've had the last 3 seasons, and we have been spoiled. Tommy Murphy, who's now a center fielder in the Angel system, playing at AA Arkansas, followed by Eric Ibar, one of the top prospects in all of Anaheim's, or all of Los Angeles organization. And then last year, first-round draft pick Brandon Wood had an all-star season. Tomahawking the first pitch foul from Deloiza-Gacarni to the backstop, Luis Sabino. Now he wraps another one foul to the screen. 0-2, Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni with a 4-0 Kernel lead is throwing strikes. Sabino, a switch hitter, has walked and fanned twice. Did he hold up on a changeup? Yes, he did. Ball 1. It looks like Colin Mahoney, a right-hander, will pitch the 9th inning in this 4-0 game in favor of the Kernels. Another foul towards the first base stands, and it's still 1-2 to Luis Sabino. Colin Mahoney still tossing down the right field line in that Whitecap bullpen. Strike 3 call of Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni gets Luis Sabino looking. 3rd time in a row Luis has gone down on strikes, and that's 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Kernels trying to hold a 4-0 lead. They scored 3 in the 3rd. The key blow in that inning, a 2-run double by Freddie Sandoval. Added a run on an Aaron Peel ground ball out in that 3rd inning, and then scored on a walk to Ben Johnson in the 4th. He went to 2nd as Billy Boyer rolled out to 1st and scored on a Jordan Renz single to right. Those are the 4 runs for the Kernels. Taking strike 1 is Jody Roten, the left-handed batter. Now he waves at a pitch below the knee. Strike 2. Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni went to Regis University, a Division II school in Denver. He's a broad-shouldered, long-armed right-hander. And he's into his windup, the 0-2 to Roten. A high fly ball into deep left center. Aaron Peel drifting back. 5 steps in front of the warning track. Aaron makes the catch. Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni gets Jody Roten to sky to left. Down in order go the Whitecaps in their half of the 8th inning. We go to the 9th, and in Grand Rapids, the Kernels 4, West Michigan nothing. You're listening to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
Home. The very word brings us all a sense of comfort and stability. It's where families reacquaint and refresh at the end of each day. It's important to have our homes properly insured. See Tanya Sedloff, your professional Pekin insurance agent at Whitinghammer Andrews Agency, about homeowners insurance from Pekin. Providing you with ample home protection at a cost that fits your budget is Tanya Sedloff's area of expertise. You'll be glad you talked to Tanya about homeowners insurance from Pekin Insurance. She's at Whitinghammer Andrews Agency.
Every autumn, Nate Turner embarks on a mission to explain football to women. Patiently, he tries to clarify the West Coast offense and why it's normal for one man to pat another on the fanny. Maybe this season he'll break through.
Think that's a waste of energy? You should see what your home is doing. Get Great Stuff Insulating Foam Sealant. It fills the cracks where heat and cold air escape. Look for Great Stuff in the red and yellow can anywhere home improvement products are sold.
You're driving your GMC Sierra to the home center to get supplies for your home improvement project. It's your third time here today, but this time you brought a list. As you pull your Vortec 285 horsepower shopping cart into the parking lot, you're happier than a spackler on stilts. You're living a do-it-yourself dream come true, because your Sierra has all the payload capacity you need to load up everything on your list. Where is that list? Professional-grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to. Cargo and load capacity limited by weight and distribution.
Right-hander Colin Montgomery, 6'4", 235, out of Clemson in South Carolina, is now pitching in the ninth inning for the Whitecaps. It's 4-0 Kernels. And thankfully, the Kernels have seen the last of lefty Tony Peralta. He pitched 3 innings, blanking the Kernels, no hits, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Colin Mahoney, Mahoney, Colin with 2 L's. And he'll face Ben Johnson, Billy Boyer, and Jordan Wren here in the top of the ninth inning, 4-0 Kernels. Ben Johnson has walked and scored today. He's 0 for 2. And Montgomery delivers a strike. Colin Montgomery. Or Mahoney, I'm sorry. I said the name of a golfer, didn't I? Colin Mahoney's next pitch is poked foul off to the left, strike 2. Mahoney, no record this year. 2 saves in 3 innings. He's given up no runs on 1 hit. He must be the Whitecap closer with 2 saves. The Kernels trying to go 5-4 on the year and make it a 4-1 road trip with 2 left here in Grand Rapids tomorrow afternoon and Monday night. A bouncer to third, a tough play, and it'll be Brooks Colvin having to hold on to it. An infield single for Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson has the first Kernel hit since a Jordan Wren's 4th inning RBI single. All Ben did was fight off a 2-strike pitch and bounce it weakly up the third baseline for an infield single. So Colin Mahoney gives up a cheap hit to Ben Johnson. Our South Slope Communications Triple Play show tomorrow at 12:40. A ground ball to third could be 2. Colvin to second out. On to first with the throw. Steve Young not in time. Billy Boyer got out of the box quickly and avoids hitting into a double play. Billy Boyer was jammed and he forced Ben Johnson at second. Third baseman to second baseman. Then the little second baseman out of Princeton, Steve Young, made it close at first. But Billy Boyer reaches. He may be running. The Kernels have stolen 3 bases this afternoon. Jordan Wren's with an RBI single in the 4th inning made it 4-0 Kernels. That's where we are now. Big Colin Mahoney out of Clemson. Pitches. The runner goes. The throw to second. Billy Boyer is called out. He can't believe it. Neither can I. Billy Boyer beat that throw by the catcher Andrew Graham. Was already popped up out of his slide, and they called him out. The caught stealing goes. Catcher to second. 2-4. Billy looked at the base umpire in utter disbelief, and I don't blame him. He was popped up out of his slide when the throw came, the tag was applied, and they called him out. Now Reds pops one foul right over our heads for strike 1. Billy Boyer, trying to steal second, was thrown out according to the base umpire, Sean Francis. Steve Young, the second baseman, took the throw from Andrew Graham. Jordan Wren takes a pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Colin Mahoney saved 2 games in 21 appearances last year with Oneonta. Originally drafted by the Angels in the 48th round as a catcher from the Bronx. Mahoney's next pitch is skied foul behind home plate. It's 2-2 to Jordan Wren. Nobody on, 2 out, top of the ninth, 4-0 Kernels. Colin Mahoney on the mound for West Michigan. Well, remember the reliable Angel closer, Troy Percival? He started off as a catcher. He's now a Detroit Tiger. A curve cut on and missed. Jordan Wren's down on strikes. The 10th Colonel to strike out this afternoon. And the Colonels can't take advantage of a leadoff infield single in the 9th inning. No runs, 1 hit. There were no Whitecap errors. The Colonels leave the bases empty. The Colonels have left just 3 men on this afternoon and carry a 4-0 lead into the bottom of the 9th inning over the Whitecaps. This is Colonel Baseball in the Zone.
I'm Dave Shea. For 35 years, I was news anchor for Channel 2. Now, with gas prices at $2 a gallon, check out Randy Kill Honda and save with great fuel mileage on all Hondas in stock. The safest family sedan, the Honda Accord, will definitely save the family pocketbook with 34 miles to the gallon. Get even better mileage with a compact Civic, getting you there at 38 miles to the gallon. Or check the amazing fuel mileage of the Honda Civic Hybrid, 48 miles to the gallon, and that's in city driving. Randy Kill Honda has a large selection of pre-owned Hondas, too, all with exceptional fuel mileage. Check them out at www.randykiel.com. Also, Randy Kiel offers a 7-year, 100,000-mile confidence guarantee on new vehicles. You can take my word for it, but you may also want to talk with other Honda owners. They're people you know, your friends, your neighbors, maybe even your relatives. I'm saving on gas prices by driving my Honda, and you can too. See Randy Kiel Honda on Center Point Road Northeast.
When it comes to fun in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium, nothing compares to the Westdale Mall Mix 96.5 FM Home Run Hot Tub. As you bask in the soothing comfort of the Westdale Mall Mix 96.5 FM Home Run Hot Tub, you'll be taking in the action from a breathtaking perch just above the left field wall. Register for your chance to be drawn as the winner of the Westdale Mall Mix 96.5 FM Home Run Hot Tub by visiting Westdale Mall.
West Michigan with the lower third of their order due up to face Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni. And he's trying to help T.J. Stanton to his first win of the season. Colonels with 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and have blanked the Whitecaps over 8 innings on 6 hits. They've out-hit us 6-5. Pouring in a strike at the letters to Steve Young, the switch-hitting second baseman. Strike 1 from Deloiza-Gacarni. Freddie Sandoval playing well off the line at third. About 18 feet off the line, even with the bag. A bunt in front of the plate. Now they call it foul. Foul ball, strike 2, as the little pepper pot Steve Young tried to bunt his way on. It hit behind home plate, then rolled into fair ground. Michael Collins, the Australian catcher, pounced on it, but plate umpire Mike Weinstein said foul ball. 0-2 to Steve Young. Does not wear batting gloves. Collins sets up inside. The pitch is inside, and a broken bat roller to the right of the mound. Deloiza-Gacarni has it and underhands to the first baseman for the out. Ben Johnson at the receiving end of that broken bat roller. Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni got off the mound in great shape, and Michael Collins called for the pitch to be inside. That's where Frederick delivered it, and he shattered the bat right in the hands of Steve Young. 1 away here in the 9th inning for Andrew Graham. Graham, a right-handed hitter, singled to start the Whitecaps' 7th inning. Late swing and a miss, strike 1. Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni is trying to save it for T.J. Stanton. Now the right-handed batter steps out. Deloizaga is Frederick's mother's name. And he has a hyphenated last name, Deloiza-Gacarni. Ball 1 outside. One out, bases empty. Whitecaps batting in the bottom of the 9th, 4-0 Colonels. Here's a little looper behind second, and no play for Josh LeBlanc. A broken bat single for Andrew Graham, his 2nd straight hit. The ball blooped over the head of Deloiza-Gacarni, one hop behind second. Josh LeBlanc got to it. Would not have had a play. He fumbled it. It's a base hit all the way. And that's 7 hits for the Whitecaps. Justin Justice has been a big thorn in the Kernels' side in this series. 2 hits last night, 2 today. Justice, a left-handed hitter. And he dribbles one foul towards the Whitecaps first base dugout. The Kernels do not hold the runner at first. The Kernels do not hold Andrew Graham, the runner at first. Fredericks 0-1. Just low for ball 1. The Kernels have flame-throwing right-hander Mitch Arnold on his feet in the bullpen. Justice, a left-handed batter, shoots one into right, hard, a base hit. Young will stop at second base, or Graham rather. Andrew Graham stops at second, 2 on, 1 out. And the Whitecaps have the top of their order up. They've now out-hit the Kernels 8-5. Mitch Arnold is in the bullpen. Let's hope the Kernels don't have to go to him, but you never know. Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni has given up 1-out singles to the numbers 8 and 9 hitters in the Whitecap order. Now his chore gets tougher with Brooks Colvin at the plate. Colvin is 1 for 3 with a walk and 2 steals. First and second. Here comes Bobby Magallanes, and we may have a pitching change. Ordinarily, that's what we have when Bobby comes out, and that's what we have now. We have a pitching change. Frederick Deloiza-Gacarni goes an inning and a third. So far, he's allowed no runs. He's given up 2 hits, both here in the ninth. He struck out 1 and walked none. Mitch Arnold, the Kernel closer, has been brought into this game in the 9th inning. That'll give us a chance to check finals on the State Farm Major League scoreboard, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Lanny Peterson, Gary Schubat, Al Shetler, and Dale Thompson. In Cleveland this afternoon, the Indians bowed to the Twins, who are 8-3, 6-4 Minnesota. The White Sox are 8-3. They trim the Mariners at Comiskey 2-1. A final from Kauffman Stadium. The parent club of these Whitecaps crown the Royals, Tigers 7, Kansas City 1. They're in the top of the third in the American League, and our parent club, the Los Angeles Angels, scoreless with Oakland. Later this afternoon, the Yankees take on the Orioles at Camden Yards. Tonight, the Devil Rays and Red Sox clash at Fenway, and it's the Rangers and Blue Jays at the ballpark in Arlington. In the National League, we have 3 finals. This afternoon at Shea, the Mets edge Florida 4-3. Cincinnati trimmed the Astros 3-2 at Great America Ballpark. The Cardinals are walloping the Brewers 5-0 in the bottom of the 7th at Miller Park. It's the bottom of the 2nd in Philadelphia. The Braves and Phillies are scoreless. Tonight, the Pirates host the Cubs. The Diamondbacks are in Washington, D.C. to take on the Nationals. The Rockies are 1-8. They're at Coors Field, and they'll entertain San Francisco. San Diego takes on the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine. That's our look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Dale Thompson, Al Shetler, and Lanny Peterson. Mitch Arnold, a right-hander, 6'8", has 2 saves, an 0-1 record, and he pitched in Game 2 Thursday night in Burlington, fanning the side. Here's a drive into center. Giannotti won't get it. It's a base hit. He'll throw to third, and the runner makes it there. Throw to second, and they call that runner safe. Bases loaded, nobody out as the Whitecaps threaten here in the 9th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Brooks Colvin, first pitch swinging. dumps a single into center. Richard Giannotti hits a cutoff man, Rodriguez. Sean threw in to second base, and the Kernels narrowly missed getting Justin Justice. It was a bang-bang play at second. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Whitecaps. Mitch Arnold now faces Nick McIntyre with the bases loaded. 4-0 Kernels, but that lead in great, great jeopardy. Swing and a tip foul by the batter. Mitch Arnold in relief of Frederick Deloitte-Gacarni. 3 singles by the Whitecaps here in the 9th inning. I take that back. There is 1 out. There is 1 out. I said no out. There is 1 out. Ball 1 just outside. A Leatherlong down below is hollering at the top of his voice. Mitch's pitch bounced up the middle. LeBlanc has it, steps on second, throws to first, wild. 2-run score. Another man goes to second. It's 4-2. The Kernels had a chance to end the game. Josh LeBlanc fielded a ground ball at second, stepped on second, threw to first. It got by Ben Johnson for a 2-base throwing error. Andrew Graham scored. So did Justin Justice to make it 4-2. The tying run will come to the plate. The force out went 4 unassisted. But then Nick McIntyre winds up at second base on a throwing error, the first of the game by the Kernels on Josh LeBlanc. Brooks Colvin was forced at second, 4 unassisted. And now it's 4-2 Kernels, ball 1 low to Jeff Frazier. Had Josh LeBlanc's throw been on target, this game would be over. It was in the dirt, and it skipped by Ben Johnson. 2 runs scored. Now ball 2 is high to the batter. 4-2 Kernels, bottom of the 9th inning. McIntyre reaches on a fielder's choice and advances to second on the throwing error by Josh LeBlanc. Jeff Frazier ahead 2-0. Arnold pitches. Strike, 1 at the knees. Mitch Arnold trying to save this one now. It's 4-2 Kernels. We've been out hit 9-5. Mitch is 0-1 with 2 saves, a 2.08 ERA. He is set. Frazier, the tying run at the plate. Swings hard and misses, strike 2. Mitch Arnold got a save in Game 2 Thursday night in Burlington when he struck out the side with 2 runners on in a 1-run Kernel win. Mitch is 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and this game ends on a strikeout. The Kernels have won it 4-2. Mitch Arnold strikes out Frazier on a pitch in the dirt, and the Kernels are 4-1 on the road trip. Mitch Arnold fans Jeff Frazier, and the Kernels have won the first 2 in this series, 6-2 last night, 4-2 today. In the ninth, 2 runs for the Whitecaps on 3 hits. 1 Kernel error. West Michigan leaves a runner. They stranded 9, and the Kernels win it 4-2, upping their road trip record to 4-1. Totals, highlights, and more next on the Kernel Curtain Call. This is Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
So, you finally get home from one of those impossibly stressful days. You're exhausted, your feet hurt, and you throw yourself on the couch to relax and read the Gazette. You've scanned the headlines, read a couple advice columns, and are enjoying the local stories in the community section. You're getting ready to look through the inserts to see where the big sales are this week when it hits you. It's nearly dinner time and you don't have anything planned. But then, just as you start to panic, salvation. A coupon in the Gazette with a 2-for-1 pizza special. You grab the phone and make the call. The kids will be happy. Your husband will be impressed with the great deal you got. And best of all, you'll get another 20 minutes of quiet time to read the Gazette.
Want to know more than me? Less than $20 a month will get you there. Call 398-8333 today to subscribe to the Gazette.
The Gazette. Now you know.
for the Kernels Curtain Call, right here on The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM. With a recap of all the action, the State Farm Major League scoreboard, plus a look ahead to the next Kernels game, let's rejoin the voice of the Kernels, the one, the only John Rogers, here on The Zone, ESPN Radio 1600 AM.
It got hairy down the stretch. The Kernels were out hit 9-5, but they win for the second time here in Grand Rapids, 4-2. 4-2 Kernels, and the Kernel record now overall 5-4 and 4-1 on the 7-game road trip to Burlington and here to West Michigan. The Kernels made the most of a 3-run third inning. Richard Giannotti dumped a double off the glove of Luis Sabino. The number 9 hitter reached with a double, Giannotti in the third. Josh LeBlanc then bunted his way on, sending Giannotti from second to third. With runners at first and third and nobody out, LeBlanc stole second, his second steal of the year, and Freddie Sandoval came through just as he did last night with a 2-run double. Sandoval, batting left-handed, doubled into right center. Giannotti scored from third, so did LeBlanc from second, and the Kernels led 2-0. Sandoval at second advanced to third on a fly ball to center off the bat of Rodriguez, and then Aaron Peel drove in his 5th run of the season, grounding out to third, scoring Sandoval to make it 3-0 Kernels. The Kernels added a 4th run, their last run of this afternoon, in the 4th inning off starter and loser Randor Bierd. Ben Johnson drew a leadoff walk. Billy Boyer, with Johnson running, got him to second by grounding out to first. Then Jordan Renz with a Texas League single into right. His 5th run driven into the season brought home Ben Johnson to make it 4-0 Kernels. That would be all the runs the Kernels got. In fact, they would get only one more hit the rest of the way. A leadoff, let me double check. Yes, a leadoff infield single by Ben Johnson in the 9th. That's all the Kernels would get the rest of the way. But they got outstanding pitching again this afternoon. Our team earned run average going into this game 3.00 even. Billy Lehman, the starter, went 3 2/3, ran his pitch count to 79, no runs, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. T.J. Stanton came in. He was outstanding. Stanton went 3 1/3, giving up no runs on 5 hits, walking none, and striking out 4. Stanton's key moment in this game came in the 7th inning when the first 2 Whitecaps reached the numbers 8 and 9 hitters. West Michigan had runners at second and third, nobody out. But Stanton got Brooks Colvin on a comebacker, then struck out Nick McIntyre and got Jeff Frazier looking on strikes, and T.J. Stanton was terrific. In the 9th, the Whitecaps scored 2 runs with 1 out. Frederick Deloitte Carney gave up back-to-back singles to Andrew Graham and Justin Justice. Then Brooks Colvin singled into right center to load the bases. With the bases loaded and 1 out, Nick McIntyre bounced one up the middle. Josh LeBlanc gloved it, stepped on second as a run scored. Then, trying to end the game on a double play, he threw it in the dirt past Ben Johnson. The second runner, Justin Justice, scored to make it 4-2. The batter, Nick McIntyre, wound up at second base on the throwing error by LeBlanc. Mitch Arnold, though, then fell behind Jeff Frazier, the number 3 hitter, 2-0, came back and got him on 3 pitches to secure the Kernel win. Here's the final line score. The Kernels 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. We left 3. West Michigan 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They stranded 9. T.J. Stanton in relief picks up the win. He's 1-1. He joins Jamie Douglas as a Kernel relief pitcher to get a win. Douglas won last night in relief of Rafael Rodriguez. T.J. Stanton's 1-1. The loser was West Michigan starter Randor Bierd. He's 1-1, and Mitch Arnold gets his 2nd save of the road trip, his 3rd of the season. Mitch Arnold, the save, his 3rd. The game only took 2 hours and 41 minutes, and it was played before 3,028 fans at Fifth Third Ballpark. We'll be back with our Access Direct play of the game in just a minute on the Kernel Curtain Call. You're in the zone.
Spring signals the beginning of baseball and yard work. City crews will not be collecting yard waste raked into the street this spring. You need to use your Yardie cart to collect your spring yard waste. You can save space in your Yardie by mulching leaves and yard waste with your lawnmower or leaf blower. You can also save room in your Yardie by bundling and tying brush and branches, then setting them beside your Yardie. Finally, remember that yard waste bags will only be collected after you've filled up your yardie. Thanks for using your yardie this spring.
For the 7th consecutive year, Toyota Financial Services is encouraging elementary students throughout our community to read this summer. Toyota Financial Services believes that inspiring children to read brings families together, fosters imagination, and enhances knowledge. The Gazette shares Toyota Financial Services' belief in the value of reading. That's why they've teamed up to recognize and reward this summer's readers for their fabulous accomplishments. Toyota Financial Services and the Gazette, proud to stand with our community's children to enrich their lives.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, the Kernels take the second game of this four-game series and run their road trip record to an impressive 4-1 with a 4-2 victory over the West Michigan Whitecaps. Access Direct is proud to bring us the Access Direct play of the game. Access Direct has positions open and team players are needed. They have a terrific work environment, fun and friendly, with top-notch benefits, including 6 paid holidays per year at Access Direct, medical, dental, and vision insurance, 401k savings plan, 10 personal time off days, and an hourly starting wage of $8.50, plus a casual dress code. That's why Access Direct is a great place for you to consider working. Give them a call at 261-0260, 261-0260. Join the Access Direct team. You can also log on at www.accdir.com. That's accdir.com. Access Direct. Team players needed. Apply now. Our Access Direct play of the game took place with the Kernels leading 4-0 in the 6th inning. The Whitecaps had runners at first and third with only one out. Steve Young was at the plate, and T.J. Stanton, this afternoon's winning pitcher, induced Steve Young to hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Josh LeBlanc to Sean Rodriguez on to Ben Johnson for that critical double play in the 6th inning. That was our Access Direct play of the game. We'll take another timeout, and when we return to Grand Rapids following this Kernel 4-2 victory, we'll have all the scores for you on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. This is the Kernel Curtain Call in the zone.
To make your landscaping dreams become a reality, see the experts at Keen's Material. Retaining walls, custom patios, walkways, and steps, Keen's Material has all the hardscape elements needed to complete your landscaping project. Need ideas? Visit Keen's Outdoor Display Area on 12th Avenue Southwest to see over 100 products showcased. Let your property reach its full potential with help from the experts at Keen's Material. Visit Keen's in Cedar Rapids, Coralville, and Eldridge, or on the web at keensmaterial.com.
Papa John's pizza, it's so good. Better is best, that's understood. Better call Papa John's tonight. Better call Papa, he's got it right. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Attention baseball fans, call your local Papa John's for our home run special. Get a large pizza with up to 3 toppings of your choice for only $9.99.
Papa John's. Better call Papa.
This is John Rogers. Glad to have you back for our Kernel Curtain Call after a Kernel 4-2 victory here today over West Michigan. The Kernels started the season 1-3 at home, but have since won 4 of their last 5, 4 of 5 wins for the Kernels, including a 4-1 road trip now thanks to the 4-2 victory this afternoon. Thanks to State Farm Insurance agents Al Shetler, Lanny Peterson, Dale Thompson, and Gary Schubat, we can now bring you this look at the State Farm Major League scoreboard. It's a final. The parent club of our opponents this weekend, the West Michigan Whitecaps, their parent club, the Detroit Tigers, trounced the Royals 7-1 at Kauffman Stadium this afternoon. The White Sox edged the Mariners 2-1 to run their record to 8-3. That game was at Comiskey Park. At Jacobs Field, the Twins upped their mark to 8-3 as they turned back the Indians 6-4. They're in the top of the third. Our parent club, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, a 6-4 record, scoreless with Oakland. They're playing in the Coliseum. Later today, the Yankees take on Baltimore in Camden Yards. It's the Devil Rays and Red Sox at Fenway, and tonight the Rangers will tangle with Toronto at the ballpark in Arlington. In the National League on the State Farm Major League scoreboard, 2 finals this afternoon. The Mets shaded the Marlins 4-3 at Shea Stadium, and Cincinnati nipped the Astros at Great America Ballpark 3-2. The Cardinals blanked the Brewers last night in Milwaukee, and in the bottom of the 7th, the Redbirds are shutting out Milwaukee again 5-0 behind Chris Carpenter. Now in the National League, they're in the bottom of the 2nd at Citizens Bank Ballpark in Philadelphia. No score with the Braves and Phillies. That's in the bottom of the 2nd. The Cubs take on the Pirates at PNC Park tonight. It's Arizona in the nation's capital to face the Nationals. Tonight in Denver, the Rockies, who are stumbling out of the gate at 1-8, they'll take on San Francisco. And the Padres and Dodgers meet later this evening in Los Angeles. That does it for the State Farm Major League scoreboard. It's brought to you for the 10th straight season by State Farm Insurance agents Gary Shubat, Lanny Peterson, Al Shetler, and Dale Thompson. A wonderful road trip now for the Kernels, 4-1 with 2 games to go. This afternoon, the Kernels scored 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and held off a 9th-inning Whitecap rally in knocking off the Whitecaps 4-2. The Kernels were out hit 9-5, but are playing very well on the base paths. Fundamentally sound base running helped the Kernels score 2 of their 4 runs today in the win. We'll greet you tomorrow at 12:40 with the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show, a 1 o'clock first pitch. The weather's supposed to be great for the 3rd game in a row. The Kernels trying to make it 3 straight over these Detroit Tiger minor leaguers. It was a pleasure bringing you the action this afternoon from Michigan, where the Kernels upended the Whitecaps 4-2. Jake Lentz, our in-studio engineer, did a fabulous job as always. And we'll look forward to bringing you the 3rd game of this 4-game trip to Grand Rapids at 12:40 with the South Slope Communications Triple Play Show. 4-2 Kernels, so long from Grand Rapids. You've been listening to Kernel Baseball in the Zone.
You're listening to The Zone, ESPN Radio, 1600 AM, Cedar Rapids.